Hello everyone. Welcome back to Agriculture Insight. Are you really saying that sausages aren't your lifelong love? Oh, come on. Let's be real. You can't just leave a sausage sitting on your plate without sneaking a bite. Since I know you deserve to find out how your favorite sausages are made, today, Agriculture Insight is taking you inside the high-tech factories where a whopping 12 million tons of sausages are produced every year. Every step comes together to create a culinary spectacle where technology and flavor merge like pure magic. Today, let's sneak behind the scenes of sausage factories with Agriculture Insight and uncover the secrets behind this iconic dish. Let's get started. Behind every delicious sausage is a journey that begins with little pink piglets growing up on happy farms. But why is that? Here's an interesting fact. Happy pigs produce better quality meat, leading to the finest sausages. That's why many farms go the extra mile to ensure their four-legged VIPs live a luxurious life. Think of it as a five-star hotel for pigs. They enjoy clean, spacious barns, refreshing baths every day, well-balanced meals, and even get to relax while listening to Mozart. And believe it or not, after about 180 spa sessions, these once tiny piglets, weighing just over 1 kilogram, grow into massive giants, tipping the scales at 110 to 130 kilograms. To sustain the breed, only the most elite pigs are carefully selected to participate in the modern breeding process. With the help of technology, from selective breeding to artificial insemination, a new generation of strong, healthy piglets is born. When the golden moment arrives, the pigs are ready to leave the farm and move on to their next destination, the processing plant, where their journey takes a new turn. Before hitting the road, pigs are given a light fasting period of about 12 to 24 hours. Not to lose weight, but to ensure a smoother journey. Modern livestock trucks are also well designed, featuring multiple levels and partitioned sections to prevent overcrowding and jostling. Plus, they come equipped with ventilation and automatic temperature control systems, ensuring a cool, stress-free ride for their four-legged passengers. Everything is carefully arranged to transport happy pigs to the processing plant, where they'll soon take part in a little culinary magic, transforming into delicious sausages. After a long journey, the pigs finally arrive at the processing plant. The first and most crucial step is to let them rest in a clean, well-ventilated area equipped with mist sprayers and air circulation systems. This helps reduce stress, stabilize their heart rate, and minimize the release of stress hormones, ultimately improving meat quality. Before slaughter, pigs must be stunned to ensure a humane and painless process. Two common methods are used: CO2 gas stunning and electrical stunning. Among these, CO2 stunning is more widely adopted in modern plants. For CO2 stunning, pigs are placed inside a sealed chamber where carbon dioxide is pumped in at a concentration of 80 to 90%. Within 10 to 30 seconds, they lose consciousness. In smaller processing facilities, especially in China, the process may differ slightly. The pigs are taken directly into the bleeding machine. Then the process will look like this. Have you ever been to a slaughterhouse? Share your experience in the comments below. Once fully unconscious, the pigs are transferred via conveyor belts to the bleeding area. After the cut is made, pigs are hung upside down for 3 to 5 minutes, ensuring that most of the blood is removed efficiently. Once bleeding is complete, the pigs move to the deherring stage. First, they are dipped in hot water 136 to 144 degrees for 4 to 6 minutes. This opens up hair follicles, making the hair easier to remove. Next, the pigs enter an automatic deherring machine, where rotating rollers with soft rubber blades rub against the body, stripping away hair as the pigs tumble through the system. To remove any remaining fine hairs, the carcasses pass through a scalding flame, which also sterilizes the skin, ensuring cleanliness before the next stage. Next, the pigs go through the evisceration process, where internal organs are removed. In automated facilities, robotic arms equipped with razor-sharp circular blades make a precise incision along the pig's abdomen. A mechanical clamp system then gently extracts the entire set of internal organs without rupturing the intestines, ensuring the highest hygiene standards. At this stage, only the meat remains, and the pigs are split in half using high-powered cutting machines before moving along the conveyor belt. Automated saws equipped with laser-guided blades make ultra-precise cuts, separating lean meat, fat, and bones with remarkable accuracy. These high-speed machines can process hundreds of pigs per hour, delivering uniform cuts while minimizing waste. After a thorough quality inspection, the finest meat cuts are transferred to cold storage at temperatures between 0.4 degrees Fahrenheit to -7.6 degrees to preserve freshness until further processing. And now the real culinary magic begins. Watch as fresh, premium cuts of meat transform into irresistibly juicy, mouth-watering sausages. The leanest and most cohesive cuts of pork are carefully selected, along with hand-trimmed pork fat, to prepare for the sausage-making process. The pork fat is also manually filtered and added to the mixture to balance the fat ratio, ensuring the sausages remain tender, juicy, and packed with flavor when cooked. After trimming, the meat is fed into a high-capacity industrial grinder that can process up to 2 tons of pork per hour. This machine rapidly grinds the meat while maintaining its texture and freshness. First, the meat goes through a coarse grinding stage, where razor-sharp stainless steel blades chop it into evenly sized pieces before moving to the next step. Then, the meat is further refined in a high-speed grinder, spinning at 3,000 to 5,000 RPM, creating a smoother and more elastic consistency. At this stage, the hand-trimmed pork fat is added, enhancing the sausage's rich, juicy texture. The finely ground meat mixture is lightly chilled to maintain freshness, before being transferred into a vacuum mixer, a crucial piece of equipment that evenly blends ingredients while preserving texture and quality. Inside the machine, high-speed paddles knead and press the mixture, ensuring the seasoning deeply infuses every fiber of the meat. Spices such as salt, pepper, sugar, emulsifiers to enhance binding, preservatives to extend shelf life, and natural flavor enhancers, including the hand-selected pork fat, are added, creating the distinctive taste of each sausage. Egg yolks play a crucial role in increasing the richness and binding capacity of the mixture. The eggs are processed through an automatic egg-breaking machine, where the shells are cracked and the yolks are separated from the whites using a centrifugal system. Only yolks that meet strict standards for consistency, color, and freshness are selected and automatically injected into the meat mixture. The vacuum mixer can process anywhere from hundreds of kilograms to several tons of mixture per hour, depending on production scale. Thanks to this technology, the meat mixture achieves an ultra-smooth texture and perfect binding, ensuring that the sausages maintain their uniform consistency after processing. Once all ingredients are thoroughly blended, the mixture is ready for casing. Sausage casings come in two main types: natural casings made from animal intestines and artificial casings made from collagen or cellulose. Once prepared, the casings are fed into a sausage stuffing machine, where the meat mixture is pumped in under stable pressure to prevent air pockets and ensure the sausages have an even, firm texture. Next, an automated twisting machine precisely divides the sausages into equal portions by twisting the casings at fixed intervals, creating uniform and compact sausages. For some handcrafted or premium sausage lines, the process relies on the expertise and skilled hands of experienced butchers, turning each batch of sausages into a true culinary masterpiece. They use traditional hand-twisting techniques, precisely measuring each section to ensure the perfect firmness without tearing the casing. This method allows for greater flexibility in size, which is especially important for fresh or traditionally made sausages. Sausages can be cooked using either steaming or smoking, depending on the product type. For smoked sausages, they are hung on stainless steel or wooden racks and placed inside a smoking chamber, where natural wood smoke, often from oak or hardwood sawdust, is generated at 122 to 167 degrees. This process enhances their deep color and imparts a signature smoky aroma. Can you already smell the rich, savory aroma of freshly made sausages filling the air? After cooking, the sausages must be quickly cooled to stabilize their structure. This is typically done using cold water baths or mist cooling systems to rapidly lower their temperature. Next, they are transferred to an air-drying chamber, where cool air removes excess moisture, improving texture and extending shelf life. After inspection, the sausages move along a modern production line to the packaging area. Here, robots efficiently arrange the sausages into boxes at a speed of 220 packs per minute, ensuring precision and consistency. Finally, the packaged products are stored in cold storage at 19 degrees Celsius and transported using a specialized cold chain distribution system at 2 to 4 degrees Celsius to supermarkets, grocery stores, or exported to over 50 international markets. What's the dream of millions of baby chicks? To become a crispy, golden fried chicken piece sitting proudly on a plate, and when someone takes a bite, sheesh, that's bussin'. But those millions of crispy dreams became reality thanks to one man's dream. Back in the 1930s, Colonel Harlan Sanders created his legendary recipe using 11 secret herbs and spices. At the time, no one could have predicted that these crispy fried chicken pieces would go on to change the global fast food industry forever.
Never even touch it, huh? Exactly. Wow, that's pretty cool. And then you're going to put it right up here with this fryer. Okay, so can I give it to these guys here? Take it. Happy birthday, Kamala. Happy birthday. See you later.
From a small roadside diner to a fast food empire with over 27,000 locations worldwide, KFC has even surpassed McDonald's in the fried chicken game to become the undisputed king of crispy goodness. Every year, over 1 billion chickens end up in KFC meals. If they knew this staggering number, they'd probably be planning their great escape to Mars. An incredible journey, an unstoppable fried chicken empire. It all started with a secret recipe in the kitchen of a man who simply loved to cook. Every crispy, golden bite of fried chicken you enjoy starts at modern poultry farms, where advanced technology works hand in hand with skilled farmers to ensure the highest quality ingredients. Gone are the days of chaotic chicken chasing on farms, thanks to automated poultry catching systems, which can process 8,000 to 10,000 chickens per hour, optimizing efficiency without relying on manual labor. When the time is right, specialized machines gently enter the barns, using flexible arms and rotating brushes to guide the chickens onto a dedicated conveyor belt. This ensures a quick and stress-free process. Each chicken is carefully placed into transport crates designed to protect their health and well-being. The automated conveyor system adjusts in real time, providing enough space to minimize stress before the chickens are transported to the processing plant. Pretty impressive, right? As the fully loaded trucks roll into the processing plant, the doors to a highly controlled and efficient production system open. To reduce stress and enhance meat quality, chickens are given a resting period of 1 to 2 hours before further processing begins. After resting, chickens are placed onto an automated rail system that securely holds them in place. Here, they undergo a controlled stunning process using either low-voltage electrical currents or gas anesthesia. This ensures a calm and humane transition to the next step. Next, chickens move through an automated processing area, completing the step in just a few seconds to maintain meat quality. They are then immersed in a hot water bath at 50 to 60 degrees Celsius for 45 to 60 seconds, which loosens the feathers for easy removal. Immediately after scalding, chickens pass through an automated feather removal system, equipped with rotating rubber fingers, which pluck the feathers evenly and efficiently, without damaging the skin. Once feather-free, the chickens move along the automated processing line to the leg cutting section. Here, precision cutting blades can process 10,000 chicken legs per hour, ensuring uniform sizing. The removed legs are transported via conveyor belts to a separate processing area. Next, chickens enter the evisceration stage, where a vacuum-powered system removes internal organs swiftly and hygienically. This method maintains food safety while preserving the integrity of the chicken carcass. The extracted organs are then transferred to a specialized processing system for further handling. After the chickens have been eviscerated, they are passed through an optical scanner to detect any defects or abnormalities on the carcass. Any chickens that don't meet the quality standards are automatically removed from the production line to ensure the final product meets high-quality standards. Next, the uropygial gland, tail gland, is precisely removed using an automated cutting system. Chickens then pass through a quality inspection chamber, where advanced sensors and trained inspectors verify that each bird meets strict food safety standards. Next, chickens enter the wing cutting section, where an automated blade system processes up to 20,000 chicken wings per hour with perfect precision. The wings are then sorted by size and purpose. Some are sold whole, while others are sent for further processing into ready-to-eat products. Once the wings are removed, the chicken body moves forward on the specialized cutting system, where each part is separated with extreme precision. First, the chickens pass through a high-speed stainless steel blade system, capable of processing 12,000 chickens per hour. This evenly splits each chicken in half without compromising meat texture. The breast meat is carefully separated using an automated filleting system, ensuring that each piece remains intact, tender and juicy, ready for cooking or packaging. Meanwhile, chicken thighs are sent to a separate section, where automated cutting blades process up to 15,000 thighs per hour, ensuring consistent sizing and clean cuts. Moving forward, the chicken pieces enter the processing line, getting ready to become the world-famous crispy, flavorful KFC fried chicken. On an automated conveyor belt, each piece moves through the first dry battering station. Precision-engineered robotic arms evenly sprinkle a fine layer of dry flour over the chicken, ensuring it adheres firmly to the surface. The system is programmed to achieve uniform coverage, creating the perfect crispy coating that fans love. Next, the chicken pieces proceed to an automatic wet battering station, where they are evenly coated in a liquid batter. This step enhances moisture retention and helps the next layer of dry coating stick more effectively. Finally, the chicken receives a second and final layer of dry flour. Thanks to the previous wet batter, this last coating adheres perfectly, setting the stage for that signature golden, crispy texture after frying. Once fully coated, the chicken pieces are placed into an industrial fryer, cooking at 177 degrees Celsius for 12 to 15 minutes. This ensures a crispy, golden brown exterior while keeping the inside tender and juicy. KFC takes it a step further with another irresistible option: chicken nuggets. These delicious bites are made from finely ground chicken, blended with KFC's signature seasonings to create a rich, flavorful taste. Next, the nuggets move through an automated dry battering station. Then, they pass through the wet battering system, where a special coating is applied to enhance adhesion and maintain their shape during frying, resulting in a perfectly crispy, golden crust. Depending on the product type, some nuggets are further coated in panko breadcrumbs, adding extra crispiness and a satisfying crunch. After that, they are fried at approximately 170 to 180 degrees Celsius for 2 to 3 minutes, ensuring a crispy outer layer while keeping the inside juicy and flavorful. Finally, the freshly fried nuggets are sealed in protective packaging, then neatly packed into specialized cartons, ready to be shipped to KFC locations around the world. Let's go back to the happy farms where baby chicks are brought into the world and raised with expert care and cutting-edge technology. In large-scale farms supplying the food industry, artificial insemination is the preferred method for ensuring breed quality, improving fertilization rates, and minimizing the risks of natural mating. The process begins with collecting semen from roosters. Farmers use specialized tools to gently stimulate the reproductive glands and extract semen into a small funnel. The semen is then tested for quality before being carefully injected into hens using a special syringe, ensuring the highest fertilization success rate. Around 10 days after fertilization, the hens begin laying smooth, round eggs. In modern poultry farms, automated egg collection systems optimize production, reduce labor costs, and maintain egg quality. As soon as a hen lays an egg, it gently rolls onto a specialized conveyor belt, which transports it to the sorting and inspection system. Thanks to advanced technology, a single farm can collect up to 300,000 eggs per day, minimizing waste and upholding the highest sanitation standards. But the journey of these eggs doesn't stop here. Each egg is placed in a high-tech incubator designed to create the perfect conditions for strong, healthy chicks to hatch. Inside these incubators, the eggs are kept at an optimal temperature of 37.5 to 38 degrees Celsius, with humidity levels between 50 to 60%. The system automatically rotates the eggs every 2 to 4 hours to ensure even development of the embryos. After 21 days, tiny baby chicks break free from their shells, unknowingly carrying the same dream as the legendary Colonel Sanders, to one day become delicious, golden brown fried chicken, beloved by KFC fans worldwide.
In the fast food kingdom, the hamburger reigns supreme, wearing a crown of rich, melted cheese and ruling over the entire fast food empire. In the United States alone, the birthplace of the ultimate meaty burger, More than 50 billion burgers are consumed annually, making this dish an irreplaceable culinary icon. On the fast food battlefield, giants like McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's dominate the global market. McDonald's alone serves nearly 70 million customers every day, and every single second, they churn out approximately 75 hamburgers for hungry customers worldwide. But to keep the hamburger empire running, high-quality ingredients and top-notch recipes aren't enough. Behind the scenes, an army of industrial machines ensures that every bun, patty, and drop of sauce is made with absolute precision. The process of making hamburgers in a factory is like a technological masterpiece, where every step is meticulously designed to create the perfect, mouth-watering burger. Everything begins with basic ingredients like flour, yeast, water, sugar, salt, butter, and eggs, which are fed into a giant industrial mixing machine. This advanced machine is equipped with dual spiral kneading blades that ensure the ingredients are evenly mixed, creating a well-balanced dough. It's like having a master chef adjusting every knead to craft a perfectly textured dough. Initially, the mixer runs at a low speed, allowing the flour to absorb water gradually, activating the yeast and developing gluten. As the gluten strengthens, the dough becomes more elastic and smooth. The kneading speed then increases to achieve a consistent texture, ensuring that the final buns are soft and fluffy, not too dense or too dry. After mixing, the dough is transferred to large trays and moved into a temperature-controlled proofing chamber. The system maintains a temperature of 30 to 35 degrees Celsius and a humidity level of 70%, creating the ideal environment for yeast activation. Once the dough has risen to the desired level, it moves to an automated dough cutting system. This machine precisely divides the large dough mass into smaller, equal portions, ensuring uniform bun sizes. The dough pieces are then passed through a shaping machine, where rolling drums and gentle pressure mold them into perfectly round buns. If the buns require toppings like sesame seeds or grains, an automated spraying system evenly sprinkles them onto each bun. Finally, the shaped dough is transferred to the baking conveyor, ready for the final stage. The dough balls are then sent into an industrial conveyor oven, using convection heat technology to bake at a controlled temperature of 200 degrees Celsius for 10 to 15 minutes. Once baked to golden perfection, the buns pass through a cooling system with strong air circulation, ensuring they remain crispy on the outside, yet soft inside. After cooling, automated laser-guided slicing machines cut the buns into two equal halves. The sliced buns continue along the conveyor belt, heading to the assembly line. A hamburger wouldn't be complete without its juicy beef patty. The patty production process starts with a careful selection of meat cuts to ensure quality. Large slabs of meat are sliced into smaller portions and placed onto a conveyor system, which feeds them into an industrial meat grinder. This hung meat is moved to a seasoning mixer, where spinning paddles thoroughly blend it with ingredients like salt, pepper, garlic powder, and other secret spices. This step ensures even distribution of flavor before the meat is shaped into patties. Once the meat mixture is ready, it enters an automated patty shaping machine. Using air compression technology, the machine forms the ground meat into uniform, circular patties with precise thickness and weight. Equipped with weight sensors, the machine ensures that each patty meets strict size requirements, guaranteeing a consistent product before moving on to the next step. Patties are immediately transferred to a blast-chilling freezing system, where freezing air at 9-35 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius rapidly lowers the temperature. This process locks in moisture, preserves texture, and prevents bacterial growth. Once cooled, the patties are stored at 18 degrees Celsius to maintain freshness before packaging or final assembly. With the buns and patties ready, they can either be packaged separately and sent to fast food restaurants or assembled into full burgers in the factory. At fast food chains, burgers are heated up and served fresh when ordered. They are often paired with fries, soft drinks, or salads, creating a complete and satisfying meal. For premium burgers, bacon, pickles, or specialty sauces might be added for extra flavor. Before potatoes can become fries, they need a good scrub. Freshly harvested potatoes arrive at the factory covered in dirt because, well, they grow underground. They go through a powerful washing system where jets of water blast away soil and debris. Next up, steam peeling. Imagine getting a facial, but way more intense. The potatoes are exposed to high-pressure steam, which loosens their skins. Then, a set of mechanical rollers gently rub off the peels, leaving behind smooth, clean potatoes ready for the next step. Now it's time for the real transformation. The peeled potatoes are sent through high-speed cutting machines equipped with razor-sharp blades. These machines can slice thousands of potatoes per hour, ensuring they all have that signature French fry shape. Depending on the brand and style, the fries can be thin, thick, crinkle-cut, or even curly. Ever noticed how French fries always have that perfect golden hue? That's thanks to blanching. The freshly cut fries take a quick dip in hot water to remove excess sugars and starch, preventing them from turning too dark when fried. After their warm bath, they go through a drying tunnel to remove surface moisture. Now, for the most crucial step, frying. The fries take a plunge into hot oil for just a few seconds, enough to partially cook them and give them a slight crunch. But they're not ready to eat just yet. Immediately after frying, they're flash frozen at super low temperatures. This locks in their texture and flavor, ensuring they remain crispy when finally cooked to perfection at your favorite fast food joint. Once frozen, the fries are sorted, inspected, because nobody wants a weird-looking fry, and packaged into those familiar bags you see in grocery stores and restaurants. From there, they're shipped out, ready to fulfill their destiny, making people happy.
Hello everyone. Today we're cracking open the process of raising and harvesting eggs on a modern American farm. The process begins with eggs being transferred from the breeding farms to the incubator, where they are sterilized with an organic mist without the use of formaldehyde to minimize bacteria, demonstrating a commitment to biosecurity. Eggs are transferred electronically from farm trolleys to incubator trolleys before being placed in the incubator, where they develop for 18 days in controlled incubation units with 36 incubators, capable of holding up to 6 million eggs. These units tilt the eggs to maintain uniform and precise temperature, humidity, and carbon dioxide levels. After 18 days, the eggs are embryo tested, where a machine checks the heartbeat to determine whether the eggs are viable or non-viable. Non-viable eggs are discarded to avoid exposure to harmful bacteria. The viable eggs are vaccinated with an approved organic vaccine against common poultry diseases, with a strict policy of not using antibiotics at any stage, which sets them apart from other producers. The incubation system has 2 floors, and when the chicks hatch, they move to the lower basket, where they are provided with nutritionally balanced organic feed and clean water, unlike traditional hatcheries that wait until the chicks arrive at the farm to feed. Chicks begin to hatch about 24 hours after arriving at the hatchery and continue hatching for about 2 full days. The hatching process is precisely controlled using temperature, humidity, carbon dioxide levels, and a state-of-the-art HVAC system to ensure proper fresh air circulation. As the chicks hatch, they move towards openings and drop into a bottom basket, eliminating the need for a mechanical separator used in traditional hatcheries. Fresh water is provided through troughs along the sides, with LED lights attracting the chicks to take their first drink. The chicks quickly find the feed on their own after getting their first drink. After all the chicks are hatched, they are visually inspected by humans, and those that do not survive are treated with a gentle carbon dioxide anesthetic in the breeding facility until they are 18 weeks old, when they are moved to the laying house and begin laying eggs. The houses are now clean and equipped with the necessary equipment to welcome the hens to perform their duties. The outdoor and indoor areas are also carefully fenced to protect the flock from predators. Hens do not enter the commercial laying stage until they are 21 weeks old. The peak laying period is from 25 to 39 weeks of age. After that, egg laying gradually decreases until the end of the laying period at around 72 weeks of age. The hens are then removed from the laying system. Millions of eggs are collected weekly without manure and soil thanks to an intelligent conveyor system that operates automatically. Research shows that free-range chickens will lay about 10% more eggs than caged chickens. Organic eggs are often tastier and command a higher price. The eggs are then collected and transported to packing plants. The plants will clean and inspect the shells, yolks, and whites to eliminate poor quality eggs. Next, the eggs are fed into machines to be sorted into different sizes and carefully packaged in cardboard or plastic boxes. The U.S. egg industry produces more than 100 billion eggs each year. More than half of the shell eggs are sold directly to retail stores, and the rest are further processed for food service. The egg industry plays a significant role in the economy, providing jobs, income, and revenue for farmers, processors, distributors, and retailers. In the U.S. alone, the industry contributes billions of dollars annually to the economy. According to recent data, over 80,000 people work in the egg industry, from farm labor to processing and logistics. Egg farms, many of which are family-owned, play a crucial role in supporting rural communities. They provide steady employment and contribute to the local economy by buying feed, equipment, and other necessary supplies. Additionally, the revenue generated from egg production helps fund public services and infrastructure in these areas. Retailers, grocery stores, and supermarkets also benefit from egg sales, as eggs are one of the most commonly purchased grocery items. They attract customers to stores, who then buy other products, further boosting the economy. Eggs are a key ingredient in many food products, such as baked goods, pasta, mayonnaise, and sauces. The processed egg market also plays an important role, with liquid eggs, dried egg powder, and frozen egg products being used in various industries, including food service, restaurants, and food manufacturing. All of these sectors depend on eggs, making them an integral part of the wider food production chain. Therefore, eggs also support other industries. Eggs have been a staple food in the human diet for thousands of years, prized for their versatility, nutritional richness, and adaptability in countless recipes. From breakfast tables to baked goods, eggs play a crucial role in cuisines worldwide. Eggs are a nutritional powerhouse, providing a wide array of essential nutrients in a relatively low-calorie package. They offer high-quality protein, healthy fats, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and unique nutrients like choline, which make them an excellent addition to any diet. Whether you're aiming to boost your protein intake, support eye and brain health, or enjoy a satisfying, nutrient-dense food, eggs are one of the most versatile and beneficial foods you can include in your daily meals. Their journey from farm to plate is an intricate process that involves careful breeding, management, and handling, ensuring we receive a high-quality product. It's no surprise that they have become a part of meals all around the world. In fact, many countries have their own special egg dishes. For example, in Mexico, there's huevos rancheros, which features fried eggs with salsa on tortillas. In Japan, there's a sweet omelet called tamagoyaki, often enjoyed with sushi. And in Spain, tortilla española, a potato and egg omelet, is a popular dish. These examples show just how much eggs are loved and used in different cultures. Every year on the second Friday of October, World Egg Day is celebrated around the globe. The day was established by the International Egg Commission in 1996 to raise awareness about the nutritional benefits of eggs and their importance as a food source. On World Egg Day, countries celebrate in various ways, such as hosting cooking competitions, organizing educational campaigns about egg farming, and offering free eggs to communities. It highlights how a humble food like the egg can have a worldwide impact on nutrition and cuisine. Eggs have also found their way into popular culture, symbolizing life, rebirth, and even mystery. One of the most famous representations of eggs in history is the series of Fabergé eggs, luxurious jeweled eggs created for the Russian imperial family in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. These eggs became symbols of wealth, craftsmanship, and artistic beauty. and they are still admired today as masterpieces. In many cultures, eggs are a part of celebrations and traditions. For instance, during Easter, eggs are dyed and decorated as a symbol of new life and resurrection. This practice has been adopted in many countries and has evolved into fun activities like Easter egg hunts, where children search for hidden eggs, often filled with treats. The future of the egg industry lies in embracing innovation. Researchers and companies are exploring alternative egg production methods, such as lab-grown eggs and plant-based egg substitutes, to meet the needs of an evolving market. These alternatives cater to consumers seeking sustainable, cruelty-free, and allergy-friendly options, indicating that the industry may diversify beyond traditional egg farming. These days, egg farmers feel a responsibility to provide the best possible care to hens and produce safe, wholesome, and affordable eggs. Over time, farms have modified how they house and care for hens and produce eggs, adopting science-based practices as new information and research becomes available. With this spirit of continuous improvement, egg farms have improved the health and productivity of hens, enhanced food safety, and lessened impacts on the environmental while providing a high-quality, affordable egg supply. And that's the exciting journey of eggs and hens. Do you like eggs? Leave your favorite egg dish in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get notified when our exciting videos go live. The foundation of Kit Kat's distinct taste and texture comes from its two key ingredients: milk chocolate, 73%, and wafer. The process of making milk chocolate starts from the cocoa plantations, where cocoa beans are cultivated, harvested, and processed to create the rich and smooth chocolate coating that defines Kit Kat's signature taste. Now let's come to tropical regions such as West Africa, South America, and Southeast Asia. Cocoa trees grow best in hot and humid climates. Cocoa pods, which grow directly on the trunk and branches of the cocoa tree, are harvested manually using sharp knives or machetes. The pods are carefully opened to avoid damaging the beans inside. Each pod contains about 30 to 50 cocoa beans. After harvesting, the cocoa beans are placed in wooden boxes or banana leaves and left to ferment for about 5 to 7 days. Fermentation is crucial for developing the characteristic chocolate flavor. During this process, the beans' natural sugars break down, and the beans take on a darker color and richer aroma. Once fermentation is complete, the beans are spread out under the sun to dry for about 5 to 7 days. Drying reduces the moisture content of the beans to around 6 to 7%, which is necessary for proper storage and processing. After drying, the beans are transported to Nestlé's processing facilities, where they are roasted at temperatures of 120 to 150 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 30 minutes. Roasting develops the rich chocolate flavor by breaking down acids and bitter compounds in the beans. The roasted beans are then cracked open to remove the outer shells, leaving behind the valuable cocoa nibs. These nibs are ground into a thick paste known as cocoa mass, which contains both cocoa solids and cocoa butter. Cocoa mass is combined with sugar, milk powder, and extra cocoa butter to create milk chocolate. This mixture is blended until smooth and consistent. The mixture is processed in conching machines, where it is continuously stirred and heated for 1672 hours. This process refines the texture and flavor of the chocolate, ensuring a smooth and creamy consistency. Finally, the chocolate is tempered by cooling and reheating it to create stable cocoa butter crystals. This gives the chocolate a glossy appearance and a satisfying snap when broken. While the chocolate is being prepared, the wafer production process takes place simultaneously. The crispy wafer layers are a defining feature of Kit Kat, providing the perfect contrast to the smooth chocolate coating. The process starts with preparing the wafer dough, which consists of a mixture of flour, sugar, fat, and leavening agents. The dough is mixed until it forms a smooth, consistent texture. The wafer dough is then spread thinly onto large metal baking plates and fed into industrial ovens. The baking process takes place at high temperatures, ensuring that the wafers develop a light, crispy texture. The heat causes the leavening agents to react, creating tiny air pockets within the wafer that give it its signature crunch. After baking, the wafer sheets are transferred onto a conveyor belt to cool down. Cooling is essential to maintain the crispiness of the wafer and prevent moisture from being trapped inside. The cooled wafer sheets are now ready for the next step, assembling the layers with chocolate cream. This step involves spreading a layer of chocolate cream between the wafer sheets, creating the signature multi-layered structure of Kit Kat. The process begins with a thin layer of chocolate cream being applied evenly onto a wafer sheet. A second wafer sheet is then carefully placed on top, and the process is repeated until several layers of wafer and cream are formed. The layered wafer block is then gently pressed to ensure that the layers stick together evenly without breaking the delicate wafer structure. The consistency and uniformity of this step are crucial to the final product. Any misalignment or uneven coating can affect the taste and texture of the final Kit Kat bar. Once the wafer layers have been assembled, the next step is to cut them into the familiar Kit Kat shape. High-speed cutting machines slice the large wafer sheets into individual Kit Kat bars. Each bar is cut to a precise size to ensure consistency across all products. The chocolate coating process is one of the most visually satisfying steps in the production of Kit Kat. The cut wafer bars are placed on a conveyor belt and passed through a chocolate enrobing machine. This machine creates a waterfall of melted milk chocolate, which completely covers each bar as it passes through. The chocolate coating is made from the milk chocolate mixture that was prepared earlier. The tempered chocolate is heated to a specific temperature to ensure that it flows evenly over the wafer bars. Any excess chocolate is removed using vibrating belts or air blowers, which helps maintain a uniform coating. The enrobing process ensures that each Kit Kat bar has a smooth, consistent layer of milk chocolate. Once the Kit Kat bars are coated in chocolate, they are transferred to a cooling tunnel. This tunnel is set at a controlled temperature of 10 to 15 degrees Celsius, which allows the chocolate to harden slowly and evenly. After the chocolate has set, the bars are directed toward the packaging area. Automated machines wrap each Kit Kat bar in branded foil or plastic film to protect it from moisture and air exposure. The wrapped bars are then sealed to maintain freshness and extend shelf life. The final step is labeling, where the product name, ingredients, and production date are printed on the packaging. The packaged Kit Kat bars are then boxed and prepared for shipment to stores worldwide. The production process of Kit Kat at Nestlé is a complex yet carefully managed operation that combines traditional chocolate-making techniques with advanced manufacturing technology. From the harvesting of cocoa beans to the final packaging and distribution, every step is meticulously controlled to ensure the consistent taste and quality that consumers expect from Kit Kat. And now let's take a closer look at the harvesting and processing of the ingredients that go into making these sweet Kit Kat bars. Imagine stepping into a vast avocado orchard where sun-drenched trees heavy with fruit stretch endlessly toward the horizon. Welcome to Michoacan, Mexico, the avocado capital of the world, where over 2.5 million tons are harvested each year. But Michoacan is just the beginning. The avocado boom has spread across other fertile regions, from the highland farms of Chile and the coastal valleys of Peru to the abundant groves of California, USA, forming a global avocado belt that powers both supply and export for the entire world. Although avocados may seem easy to grow, if you live in a region where temperatures drop below 5 degrees Celsius or rise above 38 degrees Celsius, your beloved avocado tree is almost certain to struggle or may not survive at all. Did you know? Avocados were once called alligator pears because of their bumpy skin. Unlike traditional sweet fruits like apples or pears, the avocado is a natural masterpiece. Rich in heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, packed with more potassium than bananas, and loaded with vitamins E, K, and C, along with lutein to support eye health. But the value of avocados goes far beyond nutrition. In Mexican culture, avocados and guacamole symbolize luck and abundance, with roots tracing back to the Aztecs. Today, guacamole is a global favorite, especially in the US, where it's a Super Bowl essential with thousands of tons consumed in a single day. Every remarkable journey has a beginning, and for avocados, it starts with the harvest season. By summer, after 6 to 7 months of careful development since flowering, avocado orchards grow heavy with fruit. Farmers work tirelessly, checking ripeness, preparing harvest baskets, and meticulously picking each avocado to ensure the best possible quality. A key factor that determines the fruit's perfect flavor and freshness lies in the farmer's sharp eye and intuitive touch, something no modern machine can replicate. Harvesting avocados requires finesse and a keen sense for selecting perfectly ripe fruit, smooth-skinned, unmarred, and just the right softness. Farmers use long poles with specialized cutters to reach high branches, often paired with sturdy ladders or mechanical lifts mounted on trucks. These mobile platforms allow them to adjust height and navigate between trees safely and efficiently. For lower-hanging fruit, the harvest is simpler. A gentle snip of the stem with shears or a skilled twist of the hand is all it takes. Each avocado is then carefully placed into a chest-worn basket to avoid bruising from impact. An experienced worker can harvest up to 450 kilograms of avocados per hour. Though modest compared to machine-harvested crops, this precision ensures the fruit remains fresh and flavorful, reflecting the care and respect farmers bring to each season. However, due to its biological nature, avocado farming demands a significant amount of water, about 320 liters for a single fruit. This raises sustainability concerns, especially in water-scarce regions like Mexico, Peru, and Chile. As climate change intensifies, the avocado industry is under increasing pressure to find more water-efficient and environmentally responsible farming methods. But harvesting is only half the secret behind the exceptional quality found in every avocado product. The other half lies beyond the orchard, deep within the walls of modern processing facilities. As soon as the avocados arrive at the factory, they undergo a strict incoming inspection process to ensure consistent quality across the entire batch. First, technical specialists randomly select samples from the avocado crates and examine them in a laboratory, assessing key indicators such as ripeness, firmness, color, and pesticide residue levels. Next, the crates of avocados are placed onto an inbound quality control conveyor belt. This conveyor system, equipped with continuously rotating rollers, allows workers to easily observe the entire surface of each avocado, enabling them to quickly identify and remove any fruits showing signs of bruising, cracking, or other defects. Only avocados that meet the highest quality standards are allowed to continue on to the next stages of processing, while substandard ones are immediately discarded. After passing the initial inspection, the avocados are transferred onto a conveyor equipped with high-pressure spray nozzles. The water pressure must be strong enough to remove dirt, sand, and debris, clinging tightly to the skin, yet gentle enough to avoid scratching the avocado's delicate outer layer, which bruises easily if handled improperly. However, rinsing with water alone is not enough to ensure complete cleanliness. That's why the avocados are then dropped into large water tanks containing a mild disinfectant solution. This step helps deeply cleanse every crevice of the fruit, wash away pesticide residues, lightly sanitize the surface, and quickly cool the avocados, all of which contribute to preserving freshness in the steps that follow. After the avocados are thoroughly washed and sanitized, they move on to the drying stage. Here, they are transferred onto a vibrating conveyor or an air-drying tunnel equipped with powerful, temperature-controlled fans. Proper drying is essential. It not only prevents water from interfering with downstream processes like cutting or peeling, but also reduces the risk of microbial growth during handling. Once dry, the avocados are ready for the next phase of processing. Next, the avocados are moved to the sorting area, one of the most critical steps in the entire process. But why is this so important? High-resolution industrial cameras combined with image analysis software automatically scan each avocado to assess factors such as size, skin color, and ripeness. Avocados that meet standards for shape, uniform color, and ideal or even underripe maturity are separated for fresh packing, domestic distribution, or export. Fruits that are moderately ripe, intact, and firm are directed into the frozen avocado processing line. Meanwhile, overripe or visually imperfect avocados, as long as the flesh remains high quality, are reserved for guacamole production. That's why the sorting system, which operates continuously with high precision, plays a crucial role in ensuring consistent quality across all product lines and maximizing the total value of every designed trays or carton boxes, lined with soft padding to minimize impact. The packing process is primarily done by hand, allowing workers to use their flexibility and delicate touch to reduce surface bruising as much as possible. In some large-scale factories, automated robots are also used to speed up the packing process, though they often lack the finesse and gentleness of human hands. Each shipment is clearly labeled with information about its origin, packing date, and product type. The completed boxes of avocados are immediately placed in cold storage, maintained at a temperature of 5 to 7 degrees Celsius, to preserve peak freshness and quality before heading out to millions of consumers. Meanwhile, avocados that don't meet the standards for fresh export embark on a different yet equally fascinating journey, one that takes them through the frozen processing line or into the production of guacamole. At this stage, the avocados are fed into an automated cutting machine, where sharp rotating blades slice each fruit in half quickly and uniformly. After cutting, the pit is either removed automatically by the machine or manually by workers during the pulp extraction process. The avocado flesh is then transferred onto a chilled conveyor belt, where workers inspect each piece for quality, removing any bruised, damaged, or substandard portions. The approved avocado pieces continue on to the next stage of processing, while the low temperatures maintained throughout this step help preserve freshness and slow down oxidation. Avocado seeds may seem like waste left behind after each batch of guacamole, but in reality, they are far from useless. As microplastics are increasingly found in soil, water, and even human blood, bio-based alternatives are making a comeback and growing more popular than ever. First, the seeds are collected, thoroughly washed to remove any remaining pulp, and dried to reduce their moisture content to around 8 to 10%. Next, the dried seeds are finely ground into powder, then blended with natural binders such as cornstarch, bio-based glycerin, and organic additives to create a biopolymer mixture. This mixture is then molded using specialized machines to produce items like straws, spoons, forks, and plates. Products that offer durability and heat resistance comparable to petroleum-based plastics, but with a major advantage: they can fully decompose within 180 days under industrial composting conditions. However, there's a catch. These eco-products are still 2 to 3 times more expensive than traditional plastics, and their fast biodegradability only occurs in strictly controlled industrial environments. If discarded carelessly into nature, they can actually take even longer to break down than conventional plastic. If you're searching for an oil that's both nutrient-rich and safe for your health, avocado oil is an excellent choice. It's produced by pressing or centrifuging the soft, ripe flesh of the avocado after the skin and seed have been removed. The extracted oil is then filtered to remove impurities while preserving its natural flavor and signature green hue. Compared to olive oil, avocado oil has a higher smoke point, a milder taste, and remains rich in healthy fats and vitamin E, making it ideal for both cooking and skincare. But the avocado's journey doesn't end there. With their rapid ripening and harvest volumes reaching tens of thousands of tons per season, avocados must be processed quickly, and freezing offers the most effective solution. Once the seeds and skins are removed, the pure avocado flesh is fed into an automatic slicer. Some products retain avocado halves or larger chunks without going through the cutting stage. After shaping, the avocado pieces are immediately our favorite. This is where guacamole takes the throne, rich, vibrant, and ready to rule taste buds around the world. After a final quality check, the pulp is transferred into an industrial mashing machine. Depending on the product requirements, the avocado can be finely mashed into a smooth consistency or lightly mashed to retain small chunks of fruit. The mixing paddles operate at carefully controlled speeds and durations to ensure the desired consistency while preserving the fresh, vibrant flavor. Depending on the production line, the seasoning formula typically includes a precise blend of ingredients, often consisting of approximately 1.5% salt, 3 to 5% lime juice, 6 to 8% chopped onion, 5 to 7% diced tomato, and 1 to 2% chopped cilantro, based on the total weight of the mashed avocado. Once it passes quality checks, the guacamole is transferred to a sterile filling system for automated packaging. For retail or single-serve products, the guacamole is filled into shallow plastic trays or small round containers. After filling, the containers are sealed with plastic lids or covered with a thin, transparent film or foil seal, protecting the product from oxidation and ensuring maximum hygiene. Finally, the guacamole products undergo high-pressure processing, a cutting-edge, non-thermal preservation method. Subjected to extreme pressure, up to 6,000 bar, the guacamole is treated in a way that effectively eliminates harmful bacteria without the use of heat or chemical preservatives. This ensures the product retains its bright color, fresh taste, and natural texture, while significantly extending its shelf life. And perhaps, the next time you dip a nacho into guacamole, drizzle avocado oil over your meal, or sip from a biodegradable straw made from an avocado seed, you'll recognize that beneath that smooth green surface lies an entire world of innovation, sustainable agriculture, and human dedication. The journey of artichokes begins in sprawling fields, where each one is carefully nurtured under California's radiant golden sun. The process of growing artichokes starts with selecting high-quality seeds from trusted suppliers to ensure good germination rates and strong growth potential. The seeds are prepared and sown into seedling trays filled with a special nutrient-rich soil mix, typically made of loose soil, organic compost, and essential minerals to support early development. These trays are placed in a nursery where conditions like temperature, humidity, and light are carefully controlled to optimize germination and initial growth. After about 4 to 6 weeks, once the seedlings have developed strong roots and sturdy leaves, they are ready to be transplanted into fields or greenhouses for further growth. Before planting artichokes, the field needs to be plowed thoroughly to ensure the best growth of the plants. Next, artichoke seedlings are planted in the field using a semi-automatic machine that improves efficiency and precision. The machine is equipped with seats for workers, allowing them to place each seedling into pre-prepared planting holes on a conveyor system. The machine then automatically positions the seedlings at the proper depth and gently covers them with soil to secure them in place. This method not only ensures consistent planting spacing, but also significantly reduces manual labor, optimizing the planting process. After about 8 months of careful care, artichokes are ready to be harvested. When they're ready, the buds reach their maximum size with a plump, rounded shape and tightly closed, thick outer leaves. This is the ideal time to harvest, as the buds haven't opened yet, ensuring they retain their fresh flavor and signature crispness. If left too long, the buds will bloom, affecting both quality and market value. The color of artichokes, either green or purple, depends on the variety. Green artichokes, like the green globe, are popular in the US for their uniform shape and rich flavor, while purple artichokes, such as Violet de Provence, stand out with their striking color and high levels of antioxidant-rich anthocyanins. The hustle and bustle of harvest season is a sight to behold, showcasing not only the breathtaking beauty of the fields, but also the dedication and hard work of farmers as they pick each artichoke at its finest quality. Harvesting artichokes by hand is a job that requires skill, agility, and precision from experienced farmers. During the harvest season, they carry sharp knives or specialized shears to carefully cut each artichoke, leaving a short stem of a few inches. This stem not only protects the artichoke but also makes processing after harvest much easier. After cutting, the farmer skillfully tosses the artichoke backward into a soft, specially designed basket strapped to their back. This technique is no simple task. It demands speed and accuracy to ensure the artichoke lands securely without falling out. An experienced farmer can harvest up to 150 to 200 pounds of artichokes per hour, depending on the density of the crop and the ease of the terrain. Once the baskets are full, they are quickly carried to a collection point where the artichokes are loaded onto trucks for transport to the processing facility. Thanks to their expertise and professionalism, these farmers not only achieve high productivity, but also ensure that each artichoke maintains its top quality from field to factory. Surely, everyone is familiar with artichokes, a vegetable that's not only nutritious but also great for your health. Often called the flower of the kitchen, artichokes provide an excellent source of fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. It's estimated that artichokes contribute around $46 million annually, making them an important part of the US economy. With its warm climate and fertile soil, California is the perfect home for these vibrant artichokes. Here, artichokes are grown year-round and reach their peak ripeness in the spring, when fields come alive with stunning shades of green and purple, like a living painting. Every year, thousands of immigrant farmers from Mexico arrive in California to work on artichoke farms during the harvest season. These skilled workers harvest artichokes at an impressive pace, often picking hundreds of heads per hour to meet the high demand. Their wages vary, but typically range between $15 to $20 per hour, with some earning more based on productivity. These hard-working individuals play a crucial role in America's agriculture, ensuring fresh produce reaches consumers across the country. Their dedication and expertise are the backbone of the industry, contributing significantly to the success of the U.S. farming sector. Alongside green artichokes, purple artichokes are grown in mild climates like California, Italy, and France, where the soil is rich and the weather is just right. Harvesting purple artichokes is done in the same way as green ones. Farmers use sharp knives to cut the artichoke heads from the plants and quickly toss them into trucks moving along the rows. This process ensures the artichokes are harvested quickly and stay as fresh as possible. The purple artichokes are then transported straight to processing facilities or markets. After harvest, artichokes are transported directly to processing facilities. They can either be packaged fresh for immediate sale or processed into pickled artichokes. Next, the artichokes are thoroughly washed with high-pressure water jets to remove any dirt or debris. This step ensures they are clean and ready for further processing. It also helps maintain the freshness and quality of the artichokes before packaging or additional preparation. Next, the artichokes are transferred onto an automated lifting system that carefully loads them onto conveyor belts. This system ensures a smooth and efficient process, minimizing damage to the delicate artichoke heads. The conveyor belt transports the artichokes to the sorting area, where workers carefully sort them by hand. They inspect each artichoke for size, quality, and any visible imperfections, ensuring only the best ones continue to the next steps. The rejected artichokes may be set aside for alternative uses, like processing into secondary products or composting. This thorough sorting process helps maintain the high standards expected by consumers. The final step involves carefully packing the artichoke buds into trays, ensuring each one is handled with care to prevent any damage. Workers arrange the buds neatly, securing them in place to maintain their shape and freshness during transportation. The trays are then sealed and labeled with essential information such as weight, origin, and expiration date. Once packed, the artichokes are ready to be shipped to markets and stores, reaching consumers in their freshest and finest condition. In addition to being packed fresh, artichokes are also processed into pickled artichokes. The process starts with the artichokes placed on a conveyor belt. They are then transported to size sorting slots that separate them based on their dimensions, ensuring consistency for the pickling process. After sorting, the artichokes are sent into the factory. In factory, artichokes are placed into automated machines designed to trim away the excess leaves. These machines precisely cut off the outer layers, leaving only the tender cores that are ideal for pickling. The automated process ensures uniformity and minimizes waste, while also speeding up production. Once trimmed, the artichoke cores are ready for the next steps in the pickling process, such as brining and seasoning. The artichoke cores then continue along the conveyor belts to a second sorting stage, where workers carefully inspect them by hand. This step ensures that any imperfections or inconsistencies missed during the automated process are addressed. Workers check for quality, size, and shape, removing any cores that don't meet the required standards. This meticulous hand-sorting process guarantees that only the best artichoke cores proceed to the next stages of pickling and packaging. The artichoke cores are then blanched for a few minutes in hot water to preserve their texture and flavor. This process helps prepare the cores for long-term storage and enhances their taste. Once blanched, the cores are carefully packed into jars, ensuring they are evenly distributed and properly sealed. The jars are then capped and labeled with all the necessary information, making them ready for distribution to consumers. In another facility, the blanched artichoke cores are sliced into smaller pieces to prepare them for canning. These pieces are then transferred onto an automated canning line where they are carefully portioned into cans. The system ensures precision in both the quantity and arrangement of the artichoke pieces to maintain consistency. Once filled, the cans are sealed, sterilized, and labeled, making them ready for shipping and storage. You've joined us on this magical journey of artichokes, from the sprawling fields under California's sunshine to the delicious products on your table. Behind every artichoke is a story of sweat, effort, and a deep passion for sustainable farming. Thank you for being with us on this journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories about the world of agriculture. California isn't just famous for its renowned vineyards. It's also the largest almond production hub in the United States. With a Mediterranean climate, this state has become an ideal land for almond trees to thrive. Almond trees love strong sunlight, and California's dry climate helps prevent fungal diseases, which often affect crops in humid regions. The soil such as different nut sizes, flavors, and harvest times. These varieties are favored not only for their delicious taste, but also for their good resistance to weather and pests, helping to increase yields and reduce risks for growers. Almond trees typically take about 3 to 5 years from planting to start bearing fruit. Planting usually occurs in early spring when the weather is warmer. Before planting, farmers use plows to loosen the soil, making it easier for plants to grow. The machine will then till the soil into furrows, making it easier to plant almond trees in rows and easier to harvest later. Specialized drills are then used to drill holes in the ground into which the almond seedlings can be planted. In large orchards, trees are spaced 4 to 6 meters apart to allow sufficient room for growth. The planting holes are dug about 50 to 60 centimeters deep, with a layer of organic compost or well rot used to ensure efficient and quick planting. The saplings are placed in the holes, soil is covered over, and then watered to help the roots establish quickly. After planting a tree, the important things for its growth are watering, fertilizing, and spraying pesticides. Regular watering is essential in almond tree care. Large almond orchards typically use drip irrigation systems, which not only provide precise watering but also conserve water. Although almond trees are relatively drought-tolerant, they still need consistent watering, especially in the first few years after planting, to support strong and sustainable growth. The drip irrigation system works effectively by delivering water directly to the root zone, where it's needed most. This helps reduce water evaporation. Rotating sprinklers are also widely used, particularly in larger areas. These sprinklers use high water pressure to distribute water evenly across the orchard, ensuring optimal irrigation efficiency. They work by rotating in a circular pattern, covering a wide radius to reach as many plants as possible. This type of irrigation system is especially beneficial for orchards, as it prevents water pooling, reduces the risk of fungal growth, and provides consistent moisture for the trees. Additionally, rotating sprinklers can be easily adjusted to control water output, making them suitable for different soil types and weather conditions, further enhancing water use efficiency and promoting healthy plant growth throughout the orchard. Fertilizing almond trees is a crucial step to ensure healthy growth and high yields. Fertilizers can be organic or synthetic, typically containing nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium to provide essential nutrients for the trees. Modern machinery is used in large farms to apply fertilizers efficiently and effectively. Almond trees are susceptible to various diseases like leaf spot, brown rot, and almond scale. Farmers regularly spray pesticides to keep the trees healthy. Spraying machines help farmers distribute pesticides evenly and effectively over large areas. Almond trees typically take about 3 to 4 years from planting to begin flowering and bearing fruit. Almonds bloom from late winter to early spring, usually around February to March in California. The blossoms appear before new leaves grow, creating neat rows of trees covered in delicate, tiny flowers that transform the landscape into a romantic, ethereal scene. Under the gentle spring sunlight, this view brings joy not only to farmers, but also attracts thousands of visitors and photographers who come to witness and capture this breathtaking moment. During the blooming season, almond growers often rent or purchase bees to release in the orchards. Bees fly from flower to flower, collecting pollen, and in the process, they inadvertently pollinate the almond blossoms, which helps the trees produce nuts. This setup allows farmers to maximize their orchard's productivity, benefiting both almond pollination and honey production. After 6 months, the almonds turn brown and are ready for harvest. Once in position, the vibrating system is activated, using strong vibrations to shake the tree, causing the ripe almonds to fall to the ground. After the shaker drops the almonds to the ground, the sweeper moves through the rows to gather them into a clear strip of soil. Equipped with a series of brushes or rollers, the sweeper collects almonds from the ground into narrow rows. Then, a nut harvester picks up the almonds, using rollers or brushes to lift them and remove larger debris, such as small branches, leaves, and stones. Additionally, some shakers come with a mesh attachment that catches falling almonds directly. This combined machine is more efficient, as it integrates both shaking and collecting in one. In some orchards where almond trees are arranged in rows, similar to vineyards, specialized shakers pass over the trees. These machines have multi-tiered rotating spindles with rubber-coated discs that shake the trees as they move along, causing almonds to fall onto a conveyor belt that transports them to a storage bin. While this method is modern and efficient, it doesn't fully remove debris like leaves and can sometimes cause slight damage to the trees. Right after harvest, almonds are gathered and transported by truck to storage facilities or directly to processing plants. Almonds are stacked in large piles, where temperature and humidity control are crucial to prevent mold growth or heat damage. Once the almonds arrive at the factory, they're unloaded directly from trucks into storage hoppers and moved to conveyor belts. First, the almonds go through a preliminary cleaning process to remove dust, leaves, and other debris. Next, they pass through specialized machines. Large branch removers eliminate unwanted branches, stone removers extract rocks and heavier materials, and small branch removers refine the process by removing smaller contaminants. After this initial cleaning, the almonds are sent to large storage bins to await further processing. In the next stage, the almonds go through gentle vibrating machines to loosen their outer shells, preparing them for shelling. The nuts are then directed to sorting tables, where advanced machinery separates the almonds from their shells and any unusable parts. At the quality control stage, each batch of almonds is thoroughly inspected for size, foreign materials, and imperfections. Any almonds that don't meet quality standards are discarded. Workers are paid $10 an hour to remove all the bad beans from the conveyor belt. The quality of almonds is also strictly controlled in the laboratory, helping to ensure the quality of the product. In the final stage, the almonds are sorted by size and packed into large containers based on market specifications. This process not only ensures the almonds reach consumers at the highest quality, but also adheres to strict food safety standards. This way, the almonds are safely stored and transported to retail outlets or further processed to meet customer demands. After screening, the almonds can be further coated with chocolate. The almonds are placed on a conveyor belt for further inspection to ensure that only quality nuts make it through. Next, chocolate is prepared by heating it to about 70 degrees, making it easy to coat the almonds. Chocolate is spread evenly into the compartments, and each almond is placed precisely into them. Workers then remove any excess chocolate. Finally, the chocolate-covered almonds are carefully packaged, ready for distribution to consumers or retail stores. Now you've gained an overview of how American farmers grow and harvest millions of tons of almonds each year. From selecting varieties and planting to modern harvesting methods, using tree shakers and nut sweepers, every step is done meticulously and scientifically to ensure high efficiency. So next time you enjoy a crunchy almond or a delicious almond pastry, remember all the hard work that went into bringing these almonds to you. Thank you for joining me in this video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Let's not keep you waiting. Right now, we're standing in the vast walnut orchards of California, known as the walnut capital of the world. Walnut trees usually take about 5 to 7 years to produce their first harvest and reach full productivity after around 10. So, how do these walnuts get off the branches quickly and efficiently? The secret lies in the use of modern tree shakers. These advanced machines feature a strong yet flexible mechanical arm that reaches out and grips the trunk or large branches of the tree. The gripping area is padded with soft material to prevent scratches or damage to the tree itself. Once secured, the machine generates vibrations at a precisely controlled frequency. These vibrations are strong enough to shake ripe walnuts loose, allowing them to fall to the ground, but gentle enough to leave the leaves, branches, and unripe walnuts untouched. This process is designed to be both fast and safe for the tree. The frequency and intensity of the vibrations can be adjusted based on the tree's height, size, and overall health. This careful calibration is essential to keep the trees healthy season after season, ensuring consistent and stable harvests for years to come. After the walnuts have been shaken from the trees and are lying on the ground, the next step is to use specialized sweepers to gather them into neat rows. These sweepers are specially designed with rotating brushes at the front that operate gently yet very efficiently. As the machine moves along the rows of trees, the brushes sweep the walnuts from all directions toward the center, arranging them into straight, tidy rows. The brushes are made of flexible but durable materials, ensuring the walnuts are not scratched or damaged during the process. Additionally, the sweepers are equipped with adjustable height settings, allowing them to adapt to various terrains, from flat, smooth ground to areas with grass or rocks. This ensures that no walnuts are left behind, no matter the field's condition. Once the walnuts have been neatly arranged into rows by the sweepers, the next step is to gather them into storage bins, a task efficiently handled by modern harvesters. These machines are equipped with a conveyor belt system specifically designed to collect walnuts quickly and safely. As the harvester moves along the rows of walnuts, a front-mounted sweeper gently guides the nuts onto the conveyor belt. The belt is lined with special grooves or padding to ensure the walnuts are transported without damaging their shells. This process doesn't rely on suction, but instead uses a lifting and continuous movement mechanism, allowing the walnuts to travel smoothly from the ground to the storage bins at the back of the machine. It's a precise and efficient system that makes walnut harvesting faster and more streamlined. When the walnuts reach the end of the conveyor belt, they are poured directly into large bins attached to trailers or harvesting machines. These bins are then transported to processing facilities before the walnuts make their way to consumers. After being harvested and transported to the factory, the walnuts begin their processing journey through a modern system designed to meet the highest standards of quality and hygiene. The first step is preliminary cleaning, where branches, leaves, and stones are removed, leaving only the walnuts. Next, the walnuts are carefully passed through machines that remove the green outer husk. This step prepares the walnuts for storage in specialized warehouses, where they are kept ready for the next stages of processing. The first step involves placing the walnuts into large water tanks, where advanced cleaning systems come into play. These systems include high-powered rotating brushes and strong pressure jets that work continuously. The brushes effectively scrub away dirt, soil, and other debris clinging to the walnut shells, while the high-pressure jets ensure every crevice of the walnuts is thoroughly cleaned. After the washing stage is complete, the walnuts are sent through an industrial drying system. Here, they are dried in specialized ovens, where temperature and humidity are carefully controlled. This drying process not only removes any remaining moisture on the shells, but also plays a crucial role in extending the shelf life of the walnuts. By maintaining optimal temperature levels, the drying process ensures the quality of the walnut kernels inside remains intact, preserving their natural flavor and texture while preventing any loss of freshness or aroma. After the drying process, walnuts are sorted and categorized by size, quality, and purpose using a modern conveyor belt system. Around 40% of the walnuts are packed whole into large bags and prepared for shipment to consumers for common daily use, such as a healthy snack or a flavorful addition to salads. The remaining walnuts undergo further processing to create value-added products. First, the walnuts are fed into advanced shelling machines, specially designed to crack the hard outer shells without damaging the delicate kernels inside. These machines operate with high precision, using carefully calibrated braking mechanisms to apply just the right amount of force. This careful balance is crucial because excessive force could break the kernels, affecting their quality and value. After the shells are removed, the walnut kernels go through an automated sorting system to eliminate any leftover shell fragments. Vibrating sieves or powerful air blowers ensure that all debris is thoroughly removed. Next, the walnut kernels are carefully inspected using laser scanners, which can process thousands of nuts per minute. These scanners detect and remove kernels with cracks, uneven coloring, or tiny impurities that may still be present. Thanks to laser technology, only walnuts that meet the highest quality standards proceed to the packaging stage. Once the walnut kernels meet quality standards, they are sent to the packaging area. Here, the kernels are carefully weighed and sealed into airtight bags or containers to maintain freshness and ensure food safety. Some products are specially packaged for export or for use in the food industry, such as baking, oil production, or premium culinary dishes. Thanks to this scientific and modern processing system, each walnut is handled with care and precision, meeting diverse market demands and delivering satisfaction to consumers both domestically and internationally. In spring, as the weather warms and the soil becomes moist, it marks the ideal time to plant walnut saplings. The machines create straight, evenly deep furrows with their sharp plow blades, tailored to suit the soil type. Once the furrows are ready, farmers carefully place each sapling at the correct distance and upright position, ensuring the best conditions for the trees to grow and thrive. After the saplings are planted, walnut trees are regularly watered using modern automated irrigation systems. Additionally, weeds around the base of the trees are cleared periodically using specialized mowing machines. These machines are equipped with sharp blades that cut weeds precisely at ground level without disturbing the tree roots. This keeps the area clean and open, providing the roots with ample space to grow strong and healthy. At the same time, American farmers rely on spraying machines with long-range nozzles and adjustable pressure systems. These sprayers ensure that protective treatments are evenly distributed from the roots to the top of the tree, offering effective protection against pests and diseases. Thanks to the combination of advanced machinery and the meticulous care of farmers, young walnut trees are given the best possible conditions to thrive, paving the way for a productive and successful harvest in the future. And there you have it, a comprehensive look at how American farmers grow, harvest, and process hundreds of thousands of tons of walnuts every year. From carefully nurturing saplings in nurseries, to vast walnut orchards, and finally to modern processing facilities. This entire journey is a testament to the perfect harmony of advanced technology and the dedication and skill of hardworking people. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating exploration. If you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to leave a comment below. From the sun-soaked fields in the US, where blueberries are carefully nurtured from plant to harvest, to the state-of-the-art processing facilities where they're transformed into a variety of products, fresh, frozen, and beyond. Moreover, we will explore how American farmers optimize remarkably low production costs through modern agricultural innovations that are making blueberry farming more sustainable, efficient, and future-ready. So take off your gloves and get ready to decode the secrets of how the US is leading the world in production while setting the gold standard for sustainability and quality of the booming blueberry industry. Let's start this incredible journey together. Blueberries hold a unique place in American culture, offering high-quality nutrition and symbolizing the abundance of summer. They represent tradition, pride, and the prosperity of vast farmlands, becoming a symbol of success in rural America's agricultural landscape. Blueberries are a hardy shrub that thrives in cooler climates, though some varieties can grow in warmer regions. The plant itself is a perennial, start producing fruit after 2 to 3 years, and reaches their peak yield after 6 to 8 years. They can live and produce fruit for 15 to 20 years or longer with proper care. There are 2 main types of blueberries grown in the US: high bush blueberries and low bush blueberries. High bush blueberries are the MVPs of the industry, especially in states like Michigan and Oregon, where they thrive in larger fields. High bush plants grow taller than their low bush cousins, typically reaching up to 6 feet. Because they produce abundant fruit with a consistent quality year after year, they're the go-to choice for large-scale commercial production, especially for fresh consumption and processing into products like frozen berries, jams, and juices. Meanwhile, low-bush blueberries of Maine are smaller but pack a potent punch of flavor. These little guys are not just delicious, they are particularly known for their high levels of anthocyanins, which give them their signature blue color, and have been shown to have various health benefits, from improving brain function to supporting heart health. The story of blueberries is a colorful journey that begins in the fields. In spring, when the weather warms up and the soil is sufficiently moist, the process of preparing the soil for blueberry planting in the US begins with the use of modern machinery to work the soil accurately and efficiently. First, farmers use plows to till the soil, making it airy and easy for planting. Next, machines spread fertilizers and lime to adjust the soil's pH, creating ideal conditions for blueberries to grow. After ensuring the soil is at its best, the next step is to plant the blueberries. Instead of sowing seeds, farmers often plant blueberries from pre-grown seedlings. These seedlings are already strong enough to be planted in the ground, reducing the waiting time and providing quick yields. Modern American farmers use advanced machinery to grow blueberries more efficiently. Planters are used to place the seedlings at the proper depth and spacing, ensuring optimal growth and maximizing the plant's potential. This use of technology streamlines the planting process, making it faster and more accurate, which ultimately helps increase productivity and reduces labor costs. During blueberry growth, the outstanding advantages of drip irrigation and subsurface drainage systems are skillfully and maximally utilized by modern American farmers. Smart drip irrigation and underground drainage systems are the golden key to saving about 20% to 30% of the total investment cost for a high-yield blueberry harvest for American farmers. This figure is equivalent to saving up to $10,000 per acre. Blueberries start their journey as bell-shaped flowers in the spring, attracting busy bees that help with pollination. By summer, the blooms transform into berries, which ripen to perfection in the warm sun. Shining under the warm sunlight, it's time to uncover the magic of the harvest season, where starberries journey from field to table in all their vibrant glory. The American harvest spans from April to September when it comes to blueberries that are juicy, plump, and practically begging to be eaten. While hand-picking delivers the creme de la creme of blueberries, it's simply not feasible for large-scale operations aiming to meet massive consumer demand. Enter machine harvesting, a modern solution that blends technology with practicality to ensure farmers can harvest more blueberries in less time without breaking the bank. On larger farms, mechanical harvesters take over, rows of blueberry bushes standing tall as a mechanical harvester rolls through the fields like a well-oiled berry-picking juggernaut. These machines, equipped with vibrating arms, gently shake the bushes, causing only the ripest berries to fall onto catching trays or conveyor belts. It's like a berry rainstorm, a controlled chaos where the sweetest, juiciest blueberries take center stage. Orbit rotor harvesting systems use orbital vibrating action to help minimize plant scratches and fruit damage. The free-floating design allows the machine to move flexibly with the tree, eliminating fruit damage and loss. But the process doesn't stop there. Once harvested, the blueberries are transported to sorting facilities where the magic continues. Debris, unripe berries, and any damaged fruit are meticulously removed using optical scanners, air jets, and conveyor systems. The result? A mountain of perfectly ripe, clean blueberries ready to hit the market in record time. Moreover, it drastically reduces labor costs, making it an economical choice for large-scale operations. With machines taking care of the heavy lifting, farmers can scale up their production to meet the soaring demand for blueberries, both at home and abroad. Machine harvesting is the unsung hero of America's blueberry industry, helping farmers keep up with demand while ensuring those tiny blue treasures reach our plates year-round. Hand-picking is the gold standard. Hand-picked blueberries are fresher, sweeter, and cooler than a summer breeze, looking so flawless that you'd think they came with a soft glow filter. Hand-picking is labor-intensive, requiring hours of meticulous work under the sun. It's not the fastest method, and those wages for skilled pickers add up, making this process a bit pricier for farmers. This is why the premium-grade blueberries at the store come with a slightly higher price tag. Still, when you bite into a hand-picked berry that's bursting with sweetness and just the right amount of tang, it's hard not to think, totally worth it. After all, you're not just buying blueberries, you're buying pure, hand-selected happiness. Harvesting blueberries is just the beginning of their journey. After leaving the fields, these little blue treasures undergo a meticulous post-harvest process to ready for fascinating transformation from the farm to your table. First, let's begin with the cleaning and sorting process. Once harvested, blueberries are rushed to processing facilities where their post-field makeover begins. The first step is a thorough washing to remove dirt, leaves, and any lingering debris from the fields. Picture a high-tech blueberry spa, where each berry gets a refreshing rinse to prepare it for the next stage. After cleaning and shining, the most delicious berries move through state, delivering the consistency that buyers expect. Next, let's move on to the packaging and freezing step. Once sorted, the little berries are divided into two main categories: fresh and frozen. Fresh blueberries are quickly packed into plastic clamshells or pint-sized boxes to preserve their flavor and texture. These are the berries you see stacked neatly on supermarket shelves, ready to brighten up breakfast tables and dessert plates. For berries destined for frozen products, the process takes a frosty turn. Quick freezing technology rapidly reduces the temperature of the berries, locking in their flavor, texture, and nutrients. This method ensures that frozen blueberries taste just as good as fresh ones, even months after harvest. Once frozen, they're packaged into convenient bags or boxes and shipped to supermarkets, bakeries, and manufacturers around the world, making them a year-round favorite. Blueberries don't stop shining after being packed or frozen. They're also the stars of numerous processed products. From jams and juices to dried snacks and dietary supplements, these berries are incredibly versatile. The processing journey varies depending on the product. For jams, jellies, and sauces, the berries are mashed and cooked down to create a smooth and flavorful spread. The cooking process helps to bring out the sweet and tangy taste of the berries, making it perfect for spreading on bread or adding to recipes. For dried snacks, the blueberries are dehydrated, which removes their moisture and makes them chewy. This process intensifies the flavor, making them a great snack for people who need something portable and healthy. Dried blueberries are packed with vitamins and antioxidants, making them a great energy-boosting snack. The post-harvest process transforms blueberries from farm-fresh fruit into versatile products ready for global distribution. Whether they're destined for a grocery store, a bakery, or a supplement bottle, each step is carefully designed to maintain quality, safety, and taste. Thanks to these meticulous processes, blueberries continue to delight consumers everywhere, proving that their journey from farm to fork is as impressive as their flavor. Blueberries are a $5 billion industry in the U.S., supporting thousands of jobs in agriculture, transportation, retail, and food processing. Their popularity has exploded in recent years thanks to their health benefits, which include being rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and fiber. Whether it's fresh, frozen, or in a smoothie pack, blueberries are a superstar in the health food world. Blueberries offer a unique combination of economic and ecological benefits. Their ability to thrive in acidic soil makes them an excellent crop choice for regions where other plants might struggle. They're also relatively low maintenance compared to water-intensive crops like rice or labor-heavy options like strawberries. Add to that their consistent demand and superfood status, and it's no wonder blueberries are a favorite among American farmers. Blueberries are more than just a fruit. They're a cherished part of American culture and daily life. In the kitchen, these tiny, vibrant berries have cemented their place as a versatile staple. Whether folded into fluffy pancakes, baked into golden pies and muffins, or sprinkled over creamy yogurts, cereals, and fresh salads, blueberries bring a burst of flavor and a touch of elegance to countless dishes. Their importance is so profound that they even have their own special day, National Blueberry Day, celebrated on July 8th. This annual event honors their sweet tart goodness and the joy they bring to kitchens and tables across the nation. However, the story of blueberries goes far beyond the dining table. These little blue wonders have reached celestial heights, literally. Blueberries are astronaut-approved and have joined space missions, earning a cosmic badge of honor. From their humble beginnings on sun-soaked farm fields, they've soared to become stars in their own right, taking a rightful place among the celestial greats. Packed with antioxidants and nutrients, blueberries have also earned their superfood status, celebrated as one of the healthiest foods on the planet. The influence of blueberries isn't limited to food. They've become a muse for creativity and innovation, inspiring art, literature, and even wellness products. From sunny farms to the farthest reaches of space, And from pies to poetry, blueberries have woven themselves into the fabric of life. They're a symbol of health, vitality, and ingenuity. Little blue gems that continue to delight, nourish, and inspire people in ways that are truly out of this world. The journey of the blueberry ends here for now, but it leaves us with a deeper appreciation for this small yet extraordinary fruit. Blueberries are more than their sweet tart flavor. They are a testament to the innovation and dedication that drive modern agriculture. Thank you for joining us on this adventure, from the sun-drenched fields of Florida to the misty farms of Maine, and finally, to your breakfast table. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories about the world of farming. Speaking of asparagus, did you know there are two common types of this vegetable? Green asparagus and white asparagus. Each has its own unique and distinct flavor. In the US, asparagus is mainly grown in California, Washington, and Michigan, 3 states with the perfect climate and nutrient-rich soil for this vegetable to thrive. Typically, it takes about 2 to 3 months for asparagus to grow before it's ready for harvest. And when spring arrives, that's when you'll get to witness the precise and skilled process of harvesting asparagus, from traditional methods to the use of modern technology. In the early mornings on the asparagus fields in California, when the dew is still resting on the stalks, farmers begin their work. They bend down, carefully examining each asparagus spear to select the ones that have reached the ideal length, usually about 8 to 10 inches. With a sharp knife or specialized cutting tool, they gently cut the spears at the base, being careful not to damage the root system so the plant can continue to grow. Each spear is then placed neatly in a basket, making sure it doesn't bend or break. This is a task that requires not only strength, but also patience and precision, as each spear must be handled carefully to maintain its freshness. When it comes to white asparagus, the process is much more intricate. Since it's grown under layers of soil or fabric to block sunlight, farmers must first lift each sheet of fabric before harvesting. In some larger farms, modern technology has started to assist farmers, helping reduce the need for manual labor. These advanced harvesting machines, designed to carry workers as they sit on them, gently glide over the rows of crops. The workers sitting on these machines can easily cut the asparagus as the machine moves slowly, saving time and protecting the plants from damage. What's even more special is when harvesting white asparagus. There are machines equipped with lifting arms on both sides that can simultaneously raise dozens of fabric sheets. This not only helps farmers save time, but also optimizes labor, allowing them to focus on harvesting more efficiently. Once the fabric sheets are lifted, the farmers carefully use knives to cut each white asparagus spear and gently place them onto the harvesting machine's conveyor belt. The conveyor then moves the asparagus upwards, where workers are waiting to collect and carefully pack them into containers. Not just stopping at manual methods, American farmers have taken asparagus harvesting to a whole new level with the introduction of advanced, fully automated equipment. For white asparagus, modern harvesting machines move along the rows of crops, with their mechanical arms gently lifting the fabric sheets, creating space for the next step. The sensor system not only detects the location of the asparagus, but also adjusts the pulling force to ensure it's just right, preventing any damage to the plants or the roots, which need to be preserved for the plants to continue growing. Once the spears are pulled up, they are neatly placed on an integrated conveyor belt that moves them up to the machine. Here, workers are waiting to collect, inspect each spear, and then carefully place them into containers, ready for the next processing step. For green asparagus, the harvesting machines are designed similarly, But there's no need for a fabric lifting system, since the spears grow directly on the ground. The machines still use smart sensors to detect the height and position of each spear, ensuring that only the spears that meet the standards are harvested. The automatic cutting blades gently trim each spear at the base and smoothly move them onto the conveyor belt. This process helps save a significant amount of time and labor while ensuring that the quality of the green asparagus is not compromised. The use of machinery in asparagus harvesting marks a significant advancement in agriculture, bringing many outstanding benefits. Machines help reduce manual labor, increase productivity, and save a considerable amount of time. At the same time, they ensure consistency and quality of the product, meeting the growing demands of the market. This automation not only enhances production efficiency, but also reduces long-term costs, allowing farmers to focus on other aspects of farming and management. The integration of technology into asparagus harvesting not only improves efficiency, but also opens up opportunities for sustainable development in modern agriculture. After the asparagus is harvested, its journey doesn't stop at the field. To reach consumers as a high-quality product, the asparagus goes through a careful processing process in modern factories. When the asparagus arrives at the factory, it goes through an automatic washing system with clean water to remove all dirt, sand, and impurities from the field. After that, the asparagus is sorted based on its length, thickness, and shape to ensure uniformity in each batch. Next, any spears that don't meet the standards are discarded, while those that pass the quality check are quickly cooled using misting or ice water to maintain freshness. After cooling, the asparagus is packed into specialized trays or plastic bags. The packaging is usually designed with ventilation holes to maintain moisture and prevent the buildup of ethylene gas, which causes the asparagus to ripen too quickly. Finally, the trays of asparagus are labeled with product information and moved to a cold storage facility to be kept fresh before being distributed to stores and supermarkets. In addition, asparagus can also be canned, and the processing is more complex to ensure the product can be stored for a long time while retaining its natural flavor. After cleaning and sorting, the asparagus is trimmed to fit the size of the cans or jars. Next, it's blanched in hot water for a few minutes to soften the spears, kill bacteria, and preserve its natural color. After blanching, the asparagus is carefully packed into cans, making sure it looks good and optimizes space. A preserving solution, typically made of diluted salt water or a mixture with citric acid, is poured into the cans to enhance the product's shelf life. The cans are then sealed and undergo a high-pressure sterilization process to ensure food safety and extend the shelf life for up to 1 or 2 years. So asparagus is now a common sight on dining tables everywhere. And a question often comes up: What's the difference between green asparagus and white asparagus? Well, let's break it down for you. In terms of nutritional value, both types are rich in vitamins A, C, E, and K, as well as important minerals like potassium, phosphorus, and folate. However, green asparagus stands out due to its higher antioxidant content. Thanks to its higher chlorophyll levels, this gives it its characteristic green color and helps support heart health. It has a bold, slightly bitter and fresh flavor, making it perfect for stir-fries, grilling, or even eaten raw. On the other hand, white asparagus is easier to digest because it contains less fiber, which makes it more suitable for people with sensitive digestive systems. It has a milder, sweeter taste with less bitterness and is often used in high-end dishes with hollandaise sauce or butter. Additionally, white asparagus tends to be more expensive than green asparagus due to its more complex growing process. The differences in nutritional value and flavor between green and white asparagus likely come from the way they are grown. For green asparagus, the plants grow under natural sunlight, which allows them to produce chlorophyll and develop their characteristic green color. For white asparagus, the process is similar to green asparagus, but it requires additional steps to cover the plants during the growing process. This prevents the plants from producing chlorophyll, which helps the asparagus stay white and develop its mild, delicate flavor. So, now you have a complete overview of how American farmers grow, harvest, and process millions of pounds of asparagus every year. This is a clear example of the perfect blend of advanced technology and the dedication and skill of hardworking people. Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey. If you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to leave a comment below. Growing and harvesting apples requires a blend of modern agricultural methods and the perseverance of farmers. It takes 4 to 5 years from planting for an apple tree to produce its first fruits. Then, annually as autumn begins around August to September, the ripe red apples appear, ready for harvest. Each mature apple tree can yield up to 700 apples per season. Previously, farmers used their hands or primitive tools to harvest and transport apples. However, with technological advancements, machinery and smart robots have been introduced to improve efficiency and reduce human labor. Next, we will visit various orchards to learn about the harvesting methods of American farmers. Firstly, the most traditional method is hand-picking apples. This traditional method requires pickers to use ladders to reach the apples on the tree. Hand-picking allows for careful selection of each fruit, ensuring that only those that are evenly ripe and free from pests and diseases are harvested. This is the most labor-intensive and time-consuming method, but it is also the best way to minimize damage to the apples. For apples used in making juice or cider, where appearance is less critical, harvesting is done using shaking machines. Shaking machines are among the most common harvesting tools on apple farms. Initially, the machine is positioned near the apple tree that needs to be harvested. The arm of the machine is adjusted to fit snugly around the trunk, ensuring that the device can efficiently shake the tree. Once the arm is correctly positioned, the shaking system is activated. The shaking force is evenly distributed from low to high, ensuring that the apples fall gently without damage. The apples then fall directly to the ground around the tree. After the apples fall to the ground, apple sweeping machines are used to collect them. These machines feature a rotating arm close to the ground that sucks up the apples, and a front barrier that pushes the apples into rows to prevent them from being run over. Farmers control the machine as it moves along the rows of apples. The apples on the ground are moved into the machine by the rotating part, and then onto a conveyor system that leads them into a storage bin attached to the back of the machine. As the apples pass through this conveyor system, impurities such as dry leaves and weeds are also removed. Once the rear bin is full, the machine transfers the apples to another trailer, which will transport the apples to the storage facility. Apples harvested by this method are suitable for making apple cider. Additionally, shaking machines equipped with catching nets are also used. These operate similarly to standard shaking machines, but after the apples fall, they land on a net instead of directly onto the ground. The apples are then conveyed from the net to a conveyor belt that moves them into a storage container. This machine essentially combines the features of the two previously mentioned machines. However, it can cause damage to the apples and does not allow for selective harvesting of only ripe apples. Farmers may stand behind the machine to remove any damaged apples that are collected. This method helps to reduce the impact on the apples and somewhat streamlines the collection process. Next is the over-the-row apple harvester, a specialized machine made in Germany. This machine is suitable for apple varieties with smaller trees, less branching, and heights under 3 meters, planted in straight rows. It is equipped with a multi-tier rotating shaft system made of rubber. As the machine moves over the trees, the rotating rings vigorously shake them, causing ripe red apples to fall. The apples are then moved by a conveyor belt to a storage container. This method is very modern. However, it does not remove impurities such as leaves from the apples and can potentially damage the plants. In addition, this is a green apple harvesting machine that also works on the same principle as the previous machine. However, instead of circles, this machine uses arms to hit the tree directly and cause the apples to fall onto the conveyor belt. Next, we explore the conveyor belt harvesting system that works in conjunction with human labor. Farmers manually pick apples from the trees and place them on the conveyor belt, which gently transports the apples into a storage container. For apples that are higher up, farmers can sit on specially designed high seats on the machine, directly pick the apples, and place them on the conveyor. The conveyor then moves the apples to storage bins that follow the machine. This machine can hold up to 10 large bins. Farmers work continuously in vast orchards, earning about $10 per hour. This method preserves the shape of the apples and reduces transportation time. However, it still requires a significant amount of labor to harvest the apples. In recent years, some farms have begun experimenting with deploying robots for apple harvesting. These robotic arms are equipped with sensors and cameras that can identify the location and ripeness of the apples and pick them automatically. Once the apple's position is determined, the robotic arm moves precisely to it. The gripper gently grabs the apple and applies just enough force to detach it from the branch, without damaging both the fruit and the tree. Afterward, the robotic arm gently places the apple into a storage container. This method requires a high investment but offers superior accuracy and labor savings. However, further development time is needed for humans to optimize the robots for the best performance. Besides robots, drones are also being developed for apple harvesting. Apple-picking drones represent a novel innovation in agricultural technology, capable of flying over rows of trees and using sensors to identify and harvest apples. Similar to robotic arms, these drones can analyze the location and ripeness of apples, simplifying the harvesting process. Once an apple is located, the drone approaches and uses an attached arm to pluck the fruit from the tree. Although still in the experimental and development stages, drones promise to be an effective method in the future, offering high automation potential and reducing the need for manual labor. This technology could greatly enhance efficiency and consistency in apple harvesting once fully developed and deployed. After the apples are harvested, they are moved to the apple sorting and packaging line. Here, we'll explore the complex and sophisticated process of sorting and packaging apples to be directly supplied to the market. Here are the detailed steps involved in the apple sorting and packaging process. Apples are harvested from the orchards and transported to the sorting and packaging facility using large trucks or containers. It is essential to ensure that the apples are transported gently to avoid bruising or damage. Upon arrival at the facility, the apples are placed into automatic washing machines where they are cleaned with water and sometimes mild cleaning solutions. The purpose is to remove dirt, residues, and any remnants of pesticides. After washing, the apples are dried using industrial dryers to completely remove any water from the surface, preparing them for subsequent steps. The washed apples continue to roll on the conveyor belts. Apples are passed through an automatic sorting machine, where sensors and cameras measure the size and determine the color of each apple. This helps to categorize the apples into different types based on market standards. The apples are also thoroughly inspected for signs of disease, damage, or pest infestation. Those that do not meet the standards are removed or redirected to other products such as apple juice. After being carefully sorted by the system, qualified apples will be labeled so that consumers can know important information such as barcode, origin, and brand logo of the supplier. The packaging process is automated using packaging machines. Apples are placed into bags, boxes, or cardboard containers based on customer requirements and market standards. To prevent damage to the apples during transportation, padding materials such as foam or paper may be used in the packaging process. After being placed on paper trays, the apple trays will be packed into large containers to ensure aesthetics and not damage the apples during transportation. After packaging, apples can be stored in cold storage facilities to maintain their freshness before being transported to supermarkets, stores, or directly to consumers. Besides being eaten fresh, apples are also widely used for making apple cider. Apples are first transported along a conveyor belt and washed to remove any dirt and residues. Then they are taken to a peeling machine. Here, the peeling machines include a system of smooth operating blades that easily remove the apple skins. After peeling, the apples are either chopped or crushed in preparation for juicing. The crushed apples are then fed into a press to extract the juice. The apple pomace left after juicing is separated and can be used for other purposes, such as compost. The apple juice is filtered to remove impurities, ensuring that the juice becomes clear and clean before fermentation. The juice is then transferred to fermentation tanks, where yeast is added. The fermentation process is carefully temperature controlled to convert the sugars in the juice into alcohol and carbon dioxide. This process can take several weeks to months. The cider is bottled under sterile conditions to prevent contamination during this phase. The bottles may be sealed with corks or other types of caps. The production process is strictly controlled at each step to ensure that each bottle of apple cider is not only delicious, but also safe for consumer health. So now you have a comprehensive overview of how American farmers harvest millions of tons of apples each year. American farmers use a variety of harvesting methods, each effective in its own way. So, next time you enjoy a fresh glass of apple juice or a delicious slice of apple pie, remember all the hard work that went into bringing those apples to you. Thank you for joining me throughout this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more interesting insights into the world of agriculture. The journey of an orange begins long before it ripens on the tree. It takes about 5 to 8 years for an orange tree to mature and start producing fruit. Throughout the growth cycle of orange trees, they are watered by an automatic irrigation system. Farmers use modern machinery to ensure the best care for their crops. Automatic sprayers with high-pressure systems evenly cover the entire canopy. At the same time, specialized pruning machines with sharp blades remove dry or unnecessary branches, allowing the trees to grow healthier and receive better sunlight exposure. Weeding is also regularly controlled by machine to help the orange trees not lose nutrients. Throughout the summer, the oranges gradually grow and develop, reaching their peak ripeness by late fall or early winter, just in time for a bountiful harvest season. Before the harvest begins, farmers inspect the oranges for color and size to ensure they meet quality standards. Once everything is ready, modern orange harvesting machines take over the hard work, using 2 main types of equipment: row harvesters and tree shakers. First, let's talk about the row harvester. This type of machine is a favorite on large-scale farms. Equipped with soft brushes or vibrating rods on either side, the harvester moves through the rows of trees. The brushes gently shake the oranges loose, causing them to drop onto a built-in conveyor belt. The conveyor belt performs a quick initial sorting of the fruit before transferring the oranges into collection bins on a trailer attached to the harvester. This method is highly efficient, allowing farmers to harvest tens of tons of oranges in just a single day. Each orange harvester has a special mechanism that helps it drop the oranges without damaging the tree. However, this machine is only suitable for orange farms where the trees are neatly pruned for the machine to pass through. For other orange orchards, there are harvesters that operate on a similar shaking principle, but don't need to move through the trees. These machines can harvest more effectively from larger trees and denser branches, optimizing yield while maintaining fruit quality. Next up are the tree shakers. These machines are designed with a mechanical arm that grips the trunk of the orange tree and generates strong but controlled vibrations. The ripe oranges fall onto large collection tarps spread around the base of the tree. The farmer then collects the nets and places them in baskets ready for transport. Whether it's row harvesters or tree shakers, these modern machines make quick work of what used to be a labor-intensive process, ensuring the oranges are harvested quickly and efficiently while maintaining their quality. Freshly picked oranges are transported from the orchards to the factory in specialized trucks, ensuring they stay fresh and flavorful throughout the journey. At the factory, the oranges are unloaded at the receiving area, where staff perform a quick quality and ripeness check. Once approved, the oranges are sent directly to the processing line to begin their transformation. The first step in the factory is a thorough wash. Oranges are fed into an automated washing system, where they are cleaned using fresh water and high-pressure spray nozzles. Gentle rotating brushes remove any dirt, debris, or chemicals clinging to the peels. This step ensures the oranges meet the highest hygiene standards before moving on to the next stages of processing. After washing, the oranges are transferred to the manual sorting area. Here, skilled workers inspect each orange to remove any that are bruised, damaged, or don't meet quality standards. This hands-on step is crucial to guarantee that only the best oranges proceed to production, ultimately enhancing the quality of the final juice or product. Once the initial sorting is complete, the selected oranges are sent through a computer vision system for precise grading. Using advanced sensors and cameras, this cutting-edge technology evaluates the color, size, and shape of each orange. Any oranges that fall short of the set standards are automatically removed from the line, ensuring only top-tier fruit continues in the production process. The freshly sorted oranges are fed into mechanical juicing systems, where entire oranges are pressed directly without the need to cut them in half. These machines are equipped with rotating drums or high-pressure presses that squeeze the oranges tightly, extracting the juice from the pulp. A built-in filtration system removes small impurities, leaving behind a pure, rich, and nutrient-packed stream of orange juice. This closed-loop process maximizes juice extraction while preserving the natural flavor of the fruit. Once extracted, the pure orange juice is transferred to large fermentation tanks for the next step. In these controlled environments, the juice undergoes natural fermentation, developing unique flavors and enhanced nutritional properties. The duration of fermentation varies depending on the final product, typically ranging from a few hours to several days. After the orange juice enters the fermentation stage, samples are collected for quality testing. The process includes measuring pH levels, sugar content, and conducting microbial analysis to ensure a stable and safe fermentation environment. Additionally, experts assess the taste, color, and perform chemical tests to ensure the product meets the highest standards before moving on to the packaging stage. After fermentation, the orange juice moves to the bottling area. Automated filling machines precisely measure and fill each bottle. The bottling process takes place in a sterile environment to ensure the product's quality and freshness. Each bottle is sealed immediately after filling, Orange juice bottles are automatically grouped into 6-pack bundles, stacked into layers on pallets by robots, and securely wrapped with shrink film for safe transportation and storage. Orange juice is a staple in American households, celebrated for its rich vitamin C content, which boosts the immune system and promotes overall health. Beyond its nutritional benefits, it's a quick and delicious way to stay hydrated and energized. The history of orange juice in America dates back to the early 20th century, when advancements in pasteurization made it a popular and safe beverage choice. Today, orange juice remains a symbol of health and a classic part of the American lifestyle. Besides bottling, orange juice can also be packaged in glass bottles or in boxes, depending on the manufacturer. Let's explore both of these processes. First is bottling in glass. In addition to orange juice, a portion of the harvest is used to produce orange marmalade in factories. First, the chopped oranges are cooked with sugar and a little pectin to achieve the desired consistency. This process takes place in industrial kettles, where temperature and cooking time are carefully controlled to preserve the natural flavor and color of the oranges. Once the marmalade reaches the perfect consistency, it is poured into glass jars or plastic containers using automated filling systems on conveyor belts. This filling process occurs in a sterile environment, ensuring that each jar contains the same amount of marmalade and remains free of contamination. The jars are then sealed automatically with either twist-off or snap-on lids, depending on the packaging type. Next, the jars move through an automatic labeling system, where labels with detailed information such as ingredients, expiration dates, and barcodes are securely applied. Sensors on the conveyor belt verify that each label is properly aligned and undamaged. After labeling, the jars undergo a final quality check before being packed into cartons and sealed for distribution. For fresh consumption, oranges are often hand-picked to ensure they remain pristine. This process requires a high level of skill and patience, as each orange is carefully removed from the branch using specialized clippers or small knives. This ensures the stem and peel remain intact. Harvesters gently inspect the ripeness and quality of each orange while still in the orchard. After picking, the oranges are placed in baskets or crates, carried on the workers' backs to prevent bruising. For fruit growing higher up, farmers use sturdy ladders, climbing up to carefully pluck each orange from the tallest branches. These ladders are more than just tools. They're trusted companions, helping harvesters reach the juiciest, ripest oranges tucked away in the canopy. These orange pickers are often immigrants to the U.S. and are typically paid $15 per hour, or based on productivity at around $1 per bin, working about 10 hours a day. They work very hard to make a living and support their families. Once the baskets are full, the oranges are transferred into small trucks and taken to a central storage area. This meticulous process ensures that the oranges maintain their premium quality, making them ideal for fresh consumption or high-end processing. After being carefully harvested from the orchards, oranges begin their next journey at modern packing facilities, where advanced technology and scientific processes ensure fresh, high-quality fruit reaches consumers quickly and efficiently. The first step in the factory is cleaning the oranges. They are sent through a high-pressure water spray system paired with automated rotating brushes that remove dirt, debris, and natural wax from their peels. Many modern facilities go a step further, using ozone-treated water or a mild disinfectant solution to ensure absolute hygiene. This process leaves the oranges sparkling clean and ready for the next stages. After cleaning, the oranges are placed on conveyor belts for sorting. Here, modern sensors or skilled workers inspect and sort the fruit based on size, color, and overall quality. Only the best oranges move forward to the next processing steps, while substandard ones are redirected for use in byproducts like animal feed. After being initially sorted by workers, the oranges are transferred to an automated sorting system that uses computer vision for detailed quality inspection. High-tech cameras capture images of each orange as they move along the conveyor belt, analyzing color, size, and any surface defects. The system uses artificial intelligence algorithms to compare these features against predefined standards and automatically sorts the oranges into different quality categories. Oranges that fail to meet the standards are immediately removed, while those that pass are sent to the packaging area. This process ensures high accuracy, increases efficiency, and significantly reduces processing time compared to fully manual sorting. Next, the premium oranges are sent to the packing area, where they are carefully arranged into cardboard boxes, mesh bags, or reusable plastic trays, depending on market requirements. Automated packing lines ensure that each package is secure, visually appealing, and provides maximum protection for the oranges during transportation. From harvest to packing, every step in this process ensures that fresh, high-quality oranges are delivered to homes and markets worldwide. In addition, oranges are transported on a semi-automatic conveyor belt. Workers stand along the conveyor belt to assist in manually inspecting oranges, ensuring only high-quality fruit is packed. Finally, a labeling machine applies a label or brand to each package, and workers double-check for accuracy before the packages continue to be stacked on pallets. After the oranges are placed into trays, the trays are transported on a conveyor to the palletizing system. A robotic arm with cold chain throughout, the journey of the oranges is perfectly optimized to deliver top-quality fruit to homes, markets, and stores. And there you have it, a complete look at how American farmers harvest and process billions of pounds of oranges every year. Thank you for joining me on this fascinating exploration. If you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more captivating stories about the world of agriculture. Here in the United States, around 200 tons of truffles are harvested annually, a mere speck compared to the mountains of corn and wheat we produce. Why the tiny number? Well, truffles aren't easy to grow or find. They demand the perfect combination of tree roots, soil chemistry, and sheer luck. Plus, these fungi grow slowly, often taking years to mature. This scarcity is why truffles can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars per pound. Talk about being worth their weight in gold. Literally. Timing is everything in the truffle game. The best time to harvest truffles is during the cooler months, typically from late fall to early winter. Why? That's when they've developed their signature aroma, an earthy, nutty perfume that makes foodies weak in the knees. In the US, Oregon is the truffle capital, thanks to its truffle-friendly trees like Douglas firs and hazelnuts. Other states like California and Washington are also making their mark in the truffle scene. But how do we find these underground gems? Enter our unlikely heroes, pigs and dogs. When it comes to finding truffles, humans are practically useless without a little help. That's where pigs and dogs step in, acting as nature's ultimate truffle detectors. Let's dive into their unique roles and the techniques that make them indispensable in the world of truffle hunting. Pigs have an innate talent for sniffing out truffles, thanks to a chemical compound in truffles that mimics a pheromone found in boar saliva. This makes truffles irresistible to pigs, especially females. Their powerful noses can detect truffles buried up to a foot beneath the soil, and their enthusiasm for digging them up is unmatched. However, there's a catch. Pigs love truffles so much that they often try to eat them. This leads to a literal tug-of-war between farmer and pig. Imagine a 200-pound sow wrestling with her handler over a truffle worth $500. It's as chaotic as it sounds, and while entertaining, it's not exactly efficient. While pigs have been traditional truffle hunters for centuries, their food-motivated nature makes them a bit of a liability. Plus, their size and strength can lead to damage in truffle orchards. This is why many modern truffle hunters have shifted to using dogs. And even Labradors and Spaniels. Training a truffle dog takes time and patience. It begins with teaching the dog to recognize the distinct scent of truffles, often using samples hidden in training grounds. Once the dog associates the scent with a reward, usually treats or playtime, they're ready for the field. In the forest, these dogs work closely with their handlers, sniffing the ground and signaling when they've found something promising. The bond between dog and handler is crucial. It's a partnership built on trust and mutual respect. Once a truffle is located, the human forager steps in to extract it. Harvesting truffles is a delicate operation that requires exact ripeness of a truffle based on its scent and firmness. Harvesting too early means the truffle won't have its full flavor, while waiting too long risks it rotting underground. It's a fine balance that comes with experience. This process is time-consuming and labor-intensive, but it's also deeply rewarding. Each truffle unearthed is a small victory, a testament to the skill and dedication of the forager and their four-legged or four-hoofed partner. It's not just a job, it's a labor of love and a dance with nature's rhythms. After the truffles are unearthed, their journey is far from over. These fungi are incredibly perishable, so speed is of the essence. They're quickly transported to processing facilities where their transformation begins. The first step is cleaning. Freshly unearthed truffles are often covered in soil, so they're gently brushed and rinsed to reveal their bumpy, fragrant surfaces. Afterward, they're sorted by size, quality, and type. Premium truffles are reserved for fine dining, while the rest are destined for delicious truffle products. Top-tier truffles are carefully packed into breathable containers to maintain their freshness. These gems are then shipped off to restaurants and gourmet markets, where they'll be shaved over pasta or infused into oils. It's a short but glamorous life for these fungi. For the truffles that don't make the fresh cut, the fun is just beginning. Factories get creative, turning these fungi into a variety of products. Fresh truffles are infused into high-quality olive oil, creating a luxurious ingredient perfect for drizzling over salads, pizzas, or anything that needs a touch of magic. Truffle sauce. Think of this as Truffle's greatest hits album, a rich, flavorful sauce that pairs beautifully with steak, pasta, or even fries. Truffle chocolate. Yes, you read that right. Truffle-flavored chocolate might sound odd, but the earthy, umami notes of truffle pair surprisingly well with sweet, creamy chocolate. It's the dessert you didn't know you needed. Each of these products undergoes rigorous quality control to ensure they deliver the signature truffle experience. After all, when you're dealing with culinary gold, there's no room for error. You might think truffles grow anywhere, but these fungi are picky. They'll only flourish in the roots of specific trees, like oaks and hazelnuts. Truffle farming begins with inoculated saplings, which are young trees that have been treated with truffle spores. These saplings are planted in carefully prepared soil, where they'll grow and, hopefully, produce truffles in a few years. Farmers must be patient. It can take 5 to 7 years before the first truffles appear. During this time, the soil's pH levels, moisture, and nutrient content are closely monitored to create the perfect environment for truffle growth. It's like raising a particularly finicky child who refuses to eat anything but gourmet meals. Truffle orchards also require regular maintenance. Farmers prune the trees, manage competing vegetation, and ensure the soil remains rich in nutrients. The effort is enormous, but the reward of a thriving truffle orchard is worth every ounce of sweat. Truffles are a testament to the beauty of nature's complexity. From their mysterious growth underground to their luxurious roll on our plates, they're more than just fungi. They're a culinary adventure. While the U.S. may only produce 200 tons a year, every ounce is a testament to the dedication of farmers, foragers, and furry friends who make it possible. So the next time you enjoy a drizzle of truffle oil or a decadent bite of truffle-infused chocolate, take a moment to appreciate the journey that brought it to your table. After all, truffles aren't just food, they're a story, and it's one worth savoring. Each year, cranberries generate approximately $1.4 billion for the U.S. economy, solidifying their role as a vital agricultural product. Leading the industry is Ocean Spray, which dominates roughly 70% of North America's cranberry production, while also establishing itself as the global leader in cranberry supply. Cranberries are perennial plants that can thrive and produce fruit consistently for 20 years or longer with proper care. These low-growing shrubs spread close to the ground, and after 3 to 5 years of planting, they reach maturity and begin to produce sweet fruit. From that point on, the plants continue to yield fruit reliably every year, serving as a loyal companion to American farmers for decades. Thanks to their exceptional natural regeneration ability. This unique characteristic not only makes cranberries a highly valuable crop economically, but also contributes to the sustainability of American agriculture. When autumn spreads its golden hues across the landscape, cranberry fields in the U.S. come to life, transforming into vibrant seas of red. This is the busiest time of year for farmers, as they prepare to bring these ripe berries from the bogs to the tables of millions of families. It all begins with a remarkable transformation of cranberry bogs into stunning pools of crimson water. Farmers flood the bogs, creating a shallow layer of water about 12 to 18 inches deep, which allows the cranberries to float to the surface, thanks to the natural air pockets inside each berry. This critical step not only makes the harvesting process easier, but also ensures the berries remain intact and undamaged. Once the water level is just right, specially designed harvesting machines take center stage. These machines, both powerful and delicate, feature rotating tines that gently shake hands with the cranberry bushes, causing the ripe berries to fall into the water like little red jewels. What's truly remarkable is that this process doesn't harm the plants, allowing them to continue thriving and producing more fruit in the following seasons. Next comes the stage of collecting the cranberries, a process that's just as impressive. Large floating booms are spread across the water, like giant bracelets, slowly gathering millions of cranberries that float on the surface. From above, the sight is stunning. The bright red water, dotted with orange and yellow booms, looks like a vibrant, living painting, full of color and precision. Once the cranberries are gathered into large clusters, the next step is the cranberry suction operation. Using a vacuum system, the cranberries are gently sucked through large tubes and transferred onto a conveyor system, where they are thoroughly washed with powerful water jets to remove any dirt or debris. From there, the cleaned cranberries are emptied directly into massive bins mounted on the backs of trucks. These trucks can hold up to 45,000 pounds of cranberries, allowing for efficient transportation. This streamlined system works rapidly, saving time while ensuring that each berry remains intact and fresh. In addition, at some facilities, cranberries are harvested using machines that vacuum the berries directly into boats alongside the bogs. These machines work like multi-talented artists, shaking the bushes to release the ripe berries and immediately vacuuming them up from the water's surface through large tubes, depositing them straight into nearby collection bins or boats. With their smart design and optimized technology, each machine can harvest up to 20,000 pounds of cranberries per hour. This not only saves farmers valuable time, but also significantly reduces labor costs, making it easier to manage large-scale cranberry bogs spanning many acres. What makes this method particularly special is the balance between speed and care. The suction system is designed to be gentle, ensuring the berries remain intact, fresh, and vibrant red as they make their way to the processing facilities. This innovative approach perfectly combines efficiency with quality, delivering top-notch cranberries with every harvest. In addition to the large water-filled bogs used for wet harvesting, some smaller farms opt for dry harvesting, a traditional yet delicate method. Instead, farmers use specialized harvesting machines or pick the cranberries by hand. Workers carefully walk through the cranberry bushes, gently plucking ripe berries to avoid bruising them. When machines are used, they're equipped with soft, metal teeth that comb through the plants, precisely collecting the berries without damaging the bushes. Although this method is more time-consuming, it ensures the berries remain fresh and intact, making them ideal for premium products. Modern cranberry harvesting methods in the U.S. highlight the perfect integration of tradition, technology, and sustainability, revolutionizing the agricultural industry. From the stunning transformation of flooded cranberry bogs to the use of advanced vibrating and suction machines, each step in the process showcases a meticulous balance between efficiency and care. These innovations enable farmers to harvest massive quantities of cranberries, up to 20,000 pounds per hour, while preserving the berries' quality and freshness, significantly reducing labor costs and time. Moreover, the adaptability of these methods, including traditional hand-picking for premium products, ensures that every type of farm, from large-scale operations to smaller fields, can benefit. By protecting the health of the cranberry plants and optimizing the harvest process, these techniques not only deliver vibrant, high-quality cranberries to millions of families, but also emphasize a sustainable approach to managing one of America's most iconic crops. Finally, the fully loaded trucks transport the vibrant red cranberries to nearby processing plants, ready for the next stage of production. After being harvested, cranberries are transported to the processing facility, where they undergo a thorough cleaning process to maintain the highest quality. The first step involves washing the berries using high-pressure water sprays, which effectively remove dirt, leaves, and any other debris clinging to the surface of the fruit. Next, the cranberries go through a modern sorting system, where any that don't meet the standards, like ones that are too small, bruised, or uneven in color, are removed. A particularly unique quality check is the bounce test. Cranberries of good quality will bounce when dropped onto a hard surface, thanks to the natural air pockets inside. Once sorted, the cranberries are packaged into eco-friendly trays or bags with airtight seals to preserve moisture and prevent air exposure. Some products utilize modified atmosphere packaging, AP technology, to extend shelf life by carefully adjusting the oxygen and carbon dioxide levels inside the package. Finally, the packages are labeled with essential information, including the origin, harvest date, and expiration date. These fresh cranberry products are then transported in refrigerated trucks to supermarkets, premium stores, or delivered directly to customers via online sales platforms. This process ensures that every package of cranberries reaching the consumer is at its freshest, bursting with flavor, and ready to enjoy or use in recipes. From the vibrant red bogs, cranberries begin their journey to becoming the delicious dried fruit we all love. To prepare for the drying process, the cranberries are softened by blanching in hot water at about 190 degrees Fahrenheit or by lightly pricking the skin. This step allows the berries to absorb sweetness evenly from a sugar solution or natural fruit juice. Once the berries are flavored, they move into modern drying systems where the temperature is carefully controlled between 135 degrees Fahrenheit and 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Circulating warm air gently dries the berries, ensuring they retain their signature red color and natural chewy texture. After drying, a light coating of vegetable oil is applied to the cranberries to prevent sticking and extend their shelf life. The dried cranberries are then cooled and undergo a final quality check before being sealed in airtight bags or containers. Labels are added with information on the product's origin, production date, and nutritional details, ensuring that every package meets the highest standards before reaching consumers. To preserve the nutritional value, freshness, and quality of cranberries for premium products or export, the berries undergo a modern quick freezing process. During this process, the cranberries are frozen using the blast freezing method at extremely low temperatures, typically around -40 degrees Fahrenheit. This method ensures that each cranberry is individually frozen in a short amount of time. Quick freezing prevents the formation of large ice crystals within the berries, which could damage cell structure and negatively impact texture and flavor. As a result, the cranberries retain their vibrant red color, firm texture, and natural nutritional value, including antioxidants and vitamins, making them ready for distribution in domestic markets and export to over 100 countries worldwide. The incredible journey of cranberries doesn't end in the modern harvest fields. It begins with the dedication and meticulous care of American farmers who have mastered the art of cultivating these ruby-red gems through generations of tradition and innovation. Cranberries are picky plants that require a very specific environment to thrive. There needs to be an abundant supply of clean water, and a cool climate is absolutely essential. Before planting, farmers carefully till the soil and cover it with a fine layer of sand. This helps retain moisture while also creating the ideal conditions for the roots to grow strong and healthy. Young cranberry plants propagated from strong and healthy mature plants are carefully planted with enough space between each one to ensure they have the room they need to grow. This is the beginning of the journey to producing those stunning red berries. However, it's not a short journey. It takes about 3 to 4 years for the plants to fully mature and start producing their first harvest. It's a process that requires patience and care, laying the foundation for bountiful harvests in the future. Throughout the growing process, farmers devote their days to tending to the cranberry plants with great attention and care. Smart irrigation systems are designed to provide just the right amount of water while preventing harmful flooding. The soil is enriched with natural, nutrient-rich organic fertilizers to nourish the plants, keeping them healthy and vibrant. To protect the crops from pests, farmers rely on biological methods like crop rotation or introducing hardworking bees to pollinate the flowers, ensuring even and healthy fruit production. Thanks to this dedicated care, the fields come alive in the fall, glowing in shades of bright red that signal the arrival of a bountiful harvest. From humble sandy soils, billions of cranberries are born each year, a testament to the harmonious connection between human effort and nature. These berries not only brighten up countless homes around the world, but also bring a unique, tangy sweet flavor to every bite. Now you've got a complete picture of how farmers harvest and process millions of pounds of cranberries each year. It's a remarkable blend of modern technology and human dedication. Each cranberry carries not only its signature tart sweet taste, but also the story of the careful work that goes into every step of the process. Thank you for joining me on this fascinating journey. If you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more amazing stories about the world of agriculture. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video.